time for Zenith F1 Esports with me, Dave Shaw. From here, round 3 in Vietnam. One, just like getting underway. Let's have a quick look at the championship just before we start then. As the summer drivers outside Nova leads by 3 points from Dracotos. Nick Mania in third place, 22 points. The constructors, Alfa Romeo 40, Red Bull 37, Renault 33, Mercedes 27, AlphaTauri 18 points. It is so close. 2 different winners so far. 5 different. Oh, classic mistake. Headset was too high up. They should be able to hear me better now. So as I was saying, 2 different winners in 2 races, 5 different podium runners, 15 different point scorers as you can see there. And we are here, round 3 in Vietnam. Next up, Dutch Grand Prix, and then the Monaco Grand Prix straight after. But let's take a look into qualifying. Yeah, my mic is down now. My mic is down. You should be able to hear me better now. So, qualifying 1, just getting started. Slim is about to start his final lap on this tricky, technical Vietnam track. The last ever time you're going to see this track, folks. This is it, right here. You're not going to see it again. It's not going to be in the game. Of course, they haven't. Well, it's not going to be here next season, is it? This is it. We never even saw a race around here, but our former champion, Slim, is about to take you on a lap around this very tricky, very technical Vietnam track. Here we go, down to turn 1 he comes. Hard on the brakes, locks up the wheel. This is such a tricky, low grip track. The pit exit is horrible, and Slim running out wide on turn 2 and already struggling for grip. This Q1 is going to be a nightmare for traction. And already he's round 5 turns, and he's heading down the long straight into turn 6 and 7. There is turn 6, invalidated into this horrible turn 7 hairpin. And Slim has already invalidated. So let's go on board then with Lucas in the Ferrari and see if he can have any better luck as he goes round. And he's invalidated. Wow, what a start. Okay, so 2 drivers and flying laps, 2 invalidations. As he goes down the long, out of turn 9, the long straight into turn 10 and eventually into turn 11. I am also learning this track as I go. I've not driven this track on the game yet. This is also completely new to me. So I'm literally having to follow the track guide as they're going round. As here is the big overtaking zone, but the length for that straight, the overtake should be well and truly done by the time they get down there. So Jonathan Top Cox says you can't hear you, Dave. Yep, sorry about those earlier problems. I wasn't quite ready. Now into this horrible sector 3. The drivers hate this little sector here because they've got the car set up for the long straights and skinny downforce, and then straight into this tight and twisty section here. Will Lucas go again? I think he will. Try and get 2 laps on board. Frisky Biscuit, Oside Nova, now from Romeo, leading the constructors at the moment. They're out there as well on flying laps. Lucas going around again. That's a nasty last corner as well. So Lucas is going again. What about our championship leader, Oside Nova, just starting his lap now? What has he got here? 1 in Australia, 3rd. But a brilliant 3rd as well in last time out in Bahrain. Down the straight into turns 6 and 7. Literally every little, as Nova's had fact, Nova's hasn't invalidated. It looks so painfully slow and lack of grip. The drivers hate it, but he's out of turn 5 and now down the straight into turn 6. One of the overtaking moves. Overtaking should see this getting done around here. We should see some good overtaking. There's such a lot of straight talk amongst yourselves. And now DRS slammed shut and he's into turn 6 and 7. Literally every slight little curve, every slight turn, they've numbered it. So it's actually it's probably 22 turns in total. There's only about 8, 9. Here's 3 of them. Right here, as Frisky Biscuit was a 1:35.7. He's gone top of the charts. Take a picture, Frisky. Great start so far for the Welsh driver. Oside Nova coming around now. Looks pretty neat and tight, doesn't it, from the championship leader. Championship also close, just ahead of Dracotos, and Nova goes into first with a 33.3. And already, no, but that's already a very competitive time as Slim goes straight away to the top. 2 attempts ahead of Nova. Lucas has also popped himself into 4th place. Now, Slimbo is a man who has been out in Q2 in both rounds so far. He hasn't got going. Tricky start to the season, 13th in Australia, qualifying 11th in Bahrain. However, he did finish 5th and 6th in the first 2 races, and he has actually got more points than what he usually starts off with at the start of the season as we look at Jonathan Cox in the Williams. Coming down the long back straight. It's must be the longest in the calendar. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty confident that that is longer than China and longer than Sochi, and longer than quite a few other tracks. Jonathan Cox, who got a fantastic 4th place qualifying in Bahrain. However, it did all go wrong from in Bahrain. The cause of the melee at the start, and he does carry a Q3 ban going into this qualifying session. Finished, didn't finish in Australia after qualifying 11th. Finished 14th in Bahrain after qualifying 4th, and he will at best qualifying 10th place for this one. Now, a little bit of a wheel there, oversteer coming up the final couple of corners. You want plenty of balance. It's really tough, and he goes 4th, good 1.8 off the pace. This is a tricky one. All the drivers in chat moaning about this one as we've gone more to Hills-Rap. He missed Bahrain after a terrific podium in Australia. And a purple first sector for Hills-Rap. Good to see him back. I've got this guy as a legit championship contender. Consistency will be key. On board with the runner, of course, teammate 2 Slimbo. Hills-Rap 3rd after qualifying 10th in Australia. He got driver of the day and a 3rd place. Could have been better if it wasn't for penalties. Andy, or Andois, as he's now called, they're in 4th place, covering only two full-time drivers missing tonight. That is LR Simon in the AlphaTauri. As a Granty Boy, they're in 4th, but not to get to Granty Boy. He's had an indifferent start to the season so far, but LR Simon and Laurent are 2 drivers missing, as you can see Lennon covering in the Ferrari, and Andy covering in the AlphaTauri. Andy, who had a great qualifying and great pace last week in Bahrain, unfortunately couldn't get it finished as Hills-Rap just struggling in the final sector. Some of these drivers have gone for quite a low downforce for the speed in the straights, but they're going to suffer horribly as Hills-Rap goes 8th. Yeah, that's a horrible lap for Hills-Rap. He's going to have to go again. Who else we got out there at the moment? Crazy Power, who's had a good start to the season, a really solid start to the season so far. In the Mercedes, the Italian yellow flags are out. That's for that will be likely for the back markers on an in or out laps. It is. It's Granty Boy getting out the way. 4th place so far for Granty Boy. Crazy Power's had a really good, impressive start to the season. 10th in Australia and finished 8th in Bahrain. However, both those races he had fantastic pace. Qualified 9th in Australia and 14th in Bahrain. However, he has come through in both those races, showing some genuinely good pace. So it's Slim from Nova, from Lucas. Lucas, of course, who got that stunning and very surprising 3rd place in Bahrain in qualifying after a last lap of his life. Can he repeat it again? I think Frisky Biscuit may take some heart, but quite a few are struggling as BP's had an awful lap. The Dutch driver down there in 9th place, 15 seconds off the pace. Jonathan Cox says he absolutely despises this track. Well, you're not alone, mate. It's not a driver's favourite as a Crazy Power goes into 6th place. 1.6 at times, a very spread out. We're used to seeing very close qualifying sessions. Matt's got into 10th, 2.5 seconds adrift. Shumi Garcia, first outing of the season as Matt 2, the reigning champion, goes fastest. Followed straight away by Drakatos, who was last week's winner. And the heavy hitters are starting to make their way to the top. But Shumi Garcia, first outing of the season for the Portuguese driver. Great to have him back. And he'll be happy with that. He is not too far off his teammate. But we're used to quite close qualifying sessions. And this one so far is a little bit spread out. But the drivers are very, very indifferent on this track. As there is Jacob Bradbury, a man who in his own right should have won at least one of the first 2 races. He's led them both comfortably. And of course, network issues has cost him definitely a massive chunk of points. Of course, this is where he won last season. Jacob won here last season. A happy place for Jacob. Oh, with my word, nearly hits the wall coming out of turn 4. That was close into the first of the DRS zones coming down to turn 5. The Racing Point gets well out the way. I think that's Jamie Watt who's got himself into 9th place. Dan Murphy also out there after his absolute heroics, Dan Murphy, in Bahrain. There is also an out lap. Lennon yet to go out. Lennon likes just the 1 lap. I think Matt's going around again. Trying to improve. Frisky as it stands is and will be into Q2 for the first time this season. Long way still to go. Jacob coming round down the long back straight for Jacob. Currently in 3rd place. He's backed off. Leronic says greetings. Frisky Biscuit says kill me now. Not enjoying his time up there. Hopefully Leronic's feeling a little under the weather still. I hope if you're watching, and he is, I hope you get better, my friend. And hopefully we will see you for the Dutch Grand Prix next week. So who have we got out there at the moment then? Who's on the cusp right now? Jonathan Cox on the cusp, back out there. Frisky Biscuit in the pits. Matt also on the cusp. Hills are up, and here's Dan Murphy. Dan Murphy, who made his first start of the season last time out in Bahrain last week. What a race! What a race this man had. He's a bit of a Bahrain master, granted, but he started way down in 13th place. In the end, got 4th, just behind Nova, off a podium. Showed tremendous pace. He's off to a great start in the season. Virus Lives says, good day, one and all. Hope you're all well. We're all very well, thank you very much. Hope you're well wherever you're watching around Europe and around the world. I saw viewers from Australia. I saw viewers from Thailand, Greece, of course, Italy, Netherlands, the UK, France. Great to have so many viewers from all over Europe and around the world. And wherever you're watching, guys, welcome. We've had 2 incredible rounds so far. And this one is going to be no different. It's a very different track to Australia and Bahrain. Overtaking is possible as we ride on board with Dan Murphy through this horrible little section of turns 5, 6 and 7. There is no apex. It's literally so hard to hit and get on the gas as early as possible as Dan Murphy did there. And now it's flat out for a good 20 odd seconds. So talk amongst yourselves, get a cup of tea, grab a biscuit and come back. And Dan Murphy may have made turn 7 in the hairpin. As Matt 2 is happy at the front. He is retiring from the session. One of the Williams boys just ahead there. 19 runners should have a full grid for the race. Flying Stars will hopefully be joining in the Williams. Jonathan Cox gets one out the way there of Dan Murphy, who's on a purple middle sector. Now this looks good. George Cresswell says, now Frisky, you've got this, mate. Well, as it stands, Frisky is 15th and would be through to Q2 for the first time this season. What can the little Welsh Dragon do there? Extremely close. Frisky just needs to find 3/4 tenths of a second. He'll push himself right up into the top 11. Here comes Dan Murphy. Looks nice and neat and tidy. Excuse me, so far from the English driver. Down the start, finishing straight he goes, and it's 14th. He puts himself in that gag out of cars. I tell you what, this would be a shock if Hills are up drops. Hills are up and Lennon right on the cusp. Lennon in the Ferrari covering for Leronics. Ferrari have had a good start to the season. They need some more points. And that looks nice and neat. Lennon always has that car so balanced. Although he's a reserve driver, Lennon, this is his 3 out of 3 outings so far this season. Down the start, finishing straight, it goes into 9th place. Lennon is a great qualifier. I think that is Bill and Matt behind him starting a fly. So let's go on board with Matt, and it is. There he is. Not the best of first lap so far. 2.6, 2.5 seconds off the pace so far, but trying to get to grips. Look, and you can hear Matt on the throttle. Just cannot find a grip as what is that improving? That like Hills are up into 8th place. So he's now comfortably through. Nick Mania there in 7th, and Hills are up done. He's happy. Done and up. This is the tricky section of the track right here. Lucas is done. As another improver there. Granty Boy improving. So then the McLarens are looking strong. What about Matt? Down the long back straight he goes. Big lap here. Matt also yet to get out of Q1. However, Matt, as well as Frisky, have been no further away than 1/10 of a second of getting out of Q1. Although Matt has qualified 19th and 17th, but then validates that lap. And he gets out of the gas. He'll have to go again. Frisky Biscuit is up on his own time. In sector 3, let's ride on board again. So tricky. get on the gas too early, as he saw there. The rear end wants to step out. Not quite flat out for the last corner. Frisky Biscuit improves to 16th. And I'll tell you what, Lucas has binned it. Lucas is out and he's binned it. And he is now under threat from being dropped out of qualifying. Frisky Biscuit is just 0.2 of a second away. That's quite a long lap, as you can see. It's a minute, and that's any chance of a lap gone for Frisky Biscuit there. But it's tough to do 3 runs around here, and Lucas has crashed. So Lucas is under threat, 15th place. And Matt's gone! Oh, where's that? That looks like turn... It's a pit exit, that's turn 3. Turn 3, round turn 2, turn 3. Matt's gone round, and we said he was just struggling for grip. Lennon in the comments saying this is so hard to hook up. The drivers are struggling, which is why you are seeing quite a field spread round here. The drivers are struggling early on. I tell you what, Jonathan Cox would be a big shock, as well would Dan Murphy. Frisky, I don't think we'll get round again. This has got enough fuel to go again. Coandy out there trying to improve. So is Shumi Garcia, who is heading for a very impressive Q2 outing on his first appearance of the season, and does the fastest middle sector, and he is way up. This could be a big improvement for the McLaren driver. I know he's been practicing hard. He's been saying in the chat that he's been practicing. He wants to try and score some points and improve on his points tally of 5 points last season. And this is looking a good lap so far for Shumi Garcia. Here comes the Portuguese driver now. Over the start, finishing straight, and goes into 8th, ahead of his teammate Granty Boy. That is a fantastic lap. And he'll be very happy with that. He gets straight out of the way for the Alfa Romeo of Frisky Biscuit, who is going again. Big lap here for Frisky. Andy, has Andy done the escape road? And that is Andy's lap ruined, so he is now under threat from Frisky, from Dan Murphy, who's invalidated. Oh, he's on an out lap, Jonathan Cox is improving. Matt's coming into the pit, so he will start last. Well, 19th. Anyway, depending on Flying Soz can get in. So, eyes on Jonathan Cox, who, as I said, qualified 4th in Bahrain. He has got a Q3 ban. Dan Murphy is out. And that is a shock. Jonathan Cox right behind Dan Murphy. Can he get himself into Q2? Big question. This would be another shock if he dropped out. And gets in. 12th place. And Coandy is out. And there's another shock. So all eyes on Frisky Biscuit. Star of Q1 is definitely Shumi Garcia. What a fantastic lap that is. Can Frisky improve then? Oh, he can. 0.2 up. Now then, that would be enough. He's just got to hook it through Sector 3, and he will get through to Q2. It could be a rare appearance to Q2 for Frisky Biscuit here. Round the penultimate corner. On board with the Welshman. Just keep it together. Hit the apex. Get on the gas now. Good. The rear end didn't slide out too much. Slight lift. Get on the acceleration. Down the start, finishing straight. Has he done enough? Yes! Yes, he has. Frisky Biscuit. 13th place. What a lap. And for the first time this season, and for the first time in a long, long time, Frisky Biscuit is through to Q2. And that will put a huge smile on the Welshman's face. And Crazy Power's gone. Oh my word, well there's a shock. There is some big, big names that have gone in Q1. My word. Crazy Power, who's been one of my drivers of the season so far, is out. 16th. Coandy's gone. 17th. Dan Murphy has gone after his heroics in Bahrain. And Bilton Matt has gone as well. My word. And Lucas is a lucky, lucky man. Wow. Well, that's some shock, but absolute credit to this man here, Frisky Biscuit. He's got himself through. It is a rare Q2 appearance. I think whatever happens here on in, he's going to be absolutely delighted with that one. As will Shumi Garcia, who's also got himself through. Well, Shumi Garcia, Matt, Frisky, all little close rivals, got their own little battle in the championship. And take it in, Frisky, mate. That is a brilliant effort. And there we go. Matt 2 tops it. And those times definitely came down towards the end, didn't they? The track was definitely starting to rubber in. Frisky says, Q2, baby, come on. Yeah, he's a happy man, and rightly so. Rightly so. But there's going to be a few, for his happiness, there's going to be a few disgruntled drivers. Because Lucas is out. Crazy Pat is out. Andy is out. Dan Murphy is out. Bilton Matt is out. That are some huge names. And yet again, the unpredictability of this league throws up another shocker. BP just scraping through as well. How about that, guys? That's the start we wanted right there. That's the start we wanted. Wow. What's round 3 going to throw up? Of course, you got the George Creswell says Frisky. Yes, the Frisky fan club is very happy. Well, that's a good story. Couple of good stories there, and 4 very big shocks. So, of course, what tyres are they going to put on? Mediums are horrible to hook up round here. I can't see too many drivers going for the medium tyre. I really can't. Who wants the track time? Who wants to get themselves out first? It looks like it could be Slim that we're on board with right now. He's just been pushed ahead. It's usually Nova the first man out. In fact, it's one of the McLarens. Is that Granty Boy? It is. It is Granty Boy. There he goes. Granty Boy, who had a horrendous Bahrain. Of course, he's straight on the mediums as well. Runner-up last year, of course, to Mac 2 was Granty Boy. Finished 6th in Australia after starting 18th. Qualified 10th in Bahrain and didn't finish. He hasn't got it going in qualifying so far, and he needs to find something here. Matt 2 says, big up Frisky. A lot of love for Frisky. A lot of love for Frisky, and it's well deserved. Just going to spread the link around, guys, as the drivers start their outlap. So medium tyres for Slim, for Oside Nova, for Jonathan Cox. Jamie 1 straight on the softs. They're not messing about there. Joshua Stevenson says, let's have some better luck this week for Brothers. Yeah, my word. As I was just saying earlier, Jacob, who by right should have won. Should have won the first 2 races if it wasn't for connection issues, which cruelly denied him. And let's hope. A track where he won last year, of course. Let's hope he can pull it back here. I'm really hoping he can. Can he win again? Can he start his season? Let's hope. Just trying to spread the link around, so just bear with me, guys. Bill Matt says a bag of ... Yeah, I think we know where Matt's going with that. Looked like he struggled with downforce. Downforce a real problem around this track, of course, because you want to be fast on the straights. You want the skinny rear wing. However, there's so many corners to slow corners, especially this one here. Downwards, we've seen Granty Boys round the first 3 turns, turn 2 and now turn 3, before a little bit of straight and into turn 4. And Granty Boy goes round and hits the wall, and that's his front wing damaged. And that's exactly what I was saying about the medium tyres. Did we get a replay of that? Yes, we do. There we go. Look, Granty Boy gets on the gas and just no rear end grip. No rear end grip at all for Granty Boy. And that is his medium run ruined. Exactly what we're saying. It's so tough to get those rear tyres warmed up, and Granty Boy shows exactly why. And that is the worst possible start for Granty Boy. Well done, Jonathan Cox, purple first sector. Hills are up out there on mediums as well. Everybody mediums bar Jamie 1. Does that mean we're going to get a flurry of drivers going on the soft tyres later in the qualifying? I would say yes. Jonathan Cox, don't forget, carries that Q3 man. This is as far as he's going to go. Down to the long hairpin, turn 7. So Granty Boy is already done. Who have we got still in the pits? Shimmy Garcia still in the pits. Lennon's still in the pits as well. Lennon trying to minimise his runs at the moment as yellow flags are out again. It looks like it's just the back markers, so don't worry about that. Jonathan Cox now into sector 3 as the McLaren is off at the hairpin. It's Granty Boy again. He's having an absolute nightmare out there at the moment. There he is, as Oside Nova, our championship leader, goes fastest so far. Granty Boy, as I say, last season's runner-up, having an absolute nightmare out there. Slim goes into second place in the Renault. What about Jacob Bradbury? I realise I haven't got times on. My bad. So Jacob starting his final lap now. We'll come back to Jacob as Jonathan Cox goes into third place. So what about Hilserat? There he is, just completing sector 2. And Jamie Warren goes fastest on the soft tyres. And I'll tell you what, by 0.4 of a second, that is a big warning shot. That is a big gap between the softs and the mediums. And that means that drivers who are going to go onto the soft tyres are likely going to get a big old jump on the medium runners. As Drakatos, oh, what am I saying? What a lap by Drakatos at a 34.2 on the medium tyres as Hilsrap goes into 6th after another shocking lap by him. But Drakatos, our winner from Bahrain, has absolutely set it alive as their BP's had a nightmare run. Well, Frisky Biscuit. Lee Gilchrist says, is the Zenith F1 curse happening again? Top 2 from the previous year, having a terrible follow-up year. Ask Slim. That's a good point. Of course, Slim and Jamie Warren, who were 1 and 2, the season before season 1, were pretty slow starters, weren't they? At the start of last season, took them a long time to get going. Jamie's second half of the season was lightning. First half horrible. Same for Slim. And as Lee's saying, the jinx, Matt 2 and Granty Boy last year's for top 2. Well, Matt 2 didn't score in Bahrain. He's stuck on 18 points. And of course, Granty Boy didn't finish in Bahrain. He's only had a 6th place so far. So here's the curse of the top 2 happening again. That's a good point. That's a good stat. Hire that man. So Frisky Biscuit's done this time. He's 8th place in the medium. There's not many drivers enjoying these medium tyres, is there? Only really Drakatos. Outside nobody happy with that run. Quite a distance ahead of Slim, ahead of Jacob, ahead of Nick Mania, who are pretty close together. But I've got a feeling we're going to see quite a few runners going out soft. Granty Boy out again on mediums. As is Shumi Garcia. Matt 2 is not fancying venturing out at the moment. Yellow flags is for traffic. So what can Lennon do? Lennon, one of the best starters in esports, without a doubt as well. It's not even close. We've worked out the average. He makes up, on average, 5 places every race. One of the best starters in esports without a doubt. 3rd race for the reserve driver out of 3. We're looking for some points. 11th place and just missed out on points last time out in Bahrain. That's after qualifying an 8th. He got caught up in all the drama at turns 1 and 2 last week in Bahrain. Let's hope for a cleaner start here in Vietnam. Should be. There's plenty of runoff. Lucky grip, plenty of runoff. So Jamie Warren will be happy. He is soft tyres in 2nd place, and he knows everyone behind him are going to have to at least put on softs to beat him. BP is not messing around. He's going out to soft tyres. He wants that banker lap in. Of course, the track is getting grippier and dialed in more and more as the session goes on, and Lennon looks very dialed at the moment. Round the last 2 corners comes the Ferrari man, replacing the German driver Leronix tonight. Down to start, finishing straight. He comes and into 8th place, and he's definitely going to have to go again on a set of softs. Frisky improving. Shumi Garcia, star of Q1, out there on the medium tyres. Shumi Garcia, I think, if he hooks it up, I think he may have to go to softs, but if he hooks it up, there's a purple sector 2. Shumi Garcia's got some genuine players. Of course, the long-time viewers will know Shumi Garcia is a former race winner, multiple race winner. Back in the day, 2017, 2018, took a bit of a break from the game, returns to Zenith. Hasn't quite found that pace he had when he first was racing, but the Portuguese driver is definitely coming alive here tonight. Down the start, finishing straight, and after that big build-up, it's just into 9th place, just ahead of Frisky, just behind Lennon, but no doubt he will also be putting on the soft tyres. So let's watch BP as Nick Maynard jumps to 3rd place on his 3rd lap of medium tyres. Wow, he does not want to be carrying too much tyre wear going into this race, because this race can be a tyre wear killer. It can also be a front wing killer. Let's ride on board with BP, who had a fantastic race that last time out in Bahrain, qualified in 14th. Hasn't gone too well in qualifying this year. 14th in Australia, qualified 15th in Bahrain, looking to get into the top 10 for the first time this season. Oh, running a little bit out wide there on the apex, that is not good. Yellow flags out, I hope that's just for traffic, and now into this tricky double apex, and now into this sector 3. It reminds me of North Korea as Lennon gets well out the way. It's very much like a South Korea. North Korea have never had a track, I don't think, but South Korea, remember that race? Reminds me of that Sector 3, and he invalidates, and that is a big, big blow for BP. Right at the end of the lap, he's invalidated. He's missed the pit entry, and he's going to have to go run again. Now, will he give it full beans, or will he come in for a new set of stuff? Mac 2 jumps to 4th place. My word, that's a great time on the medium tyres as well. Track is definitely getting quicker up there. Jonathan Cox on the soft tyres. Now, he is carrying a Q3 ban. However, it'll be good for him to get to Q3. He's on no points so far. Jonathan Cox, one of the surprises of the season so far, yet to score after showing some tremendous pace last time out in Bahrain. Sadly, the carnage of Bahrain, well, connection issues, let's put it that way. Good old Codemasters playing its tricks again. But soft tyres, Jacob Bradbury's got soft tyres ready. Yellow flags waving again down the hairpin. Looks like one of the McLaren drivers again having problems. Is that Granty Boy again having problems? Schumi's in the pits, so it is Granty Boy. Jonathan Cox coming to finish the lap now. The McLaren just ahead of him. Jonathan Cox way up at his time. This could put him to the front of the field. Yellow flags again for traffic. It's the McLaren again. Granty Boy out on mediums again. Now Granty Boy and Slim are two drivers who have not yet got out of Q2. As it stands, Slim back out on medium tyres. He made this mistake in Bahrain. Hopefully it won't come to hurt him again. Down the start, finishing straight we go. And Jonathan Cox does go fastest. And it's a 33.9. I'll tell you what, that is a cracking time. 33.9 for Jonathan Cox. And Granty Boy is done. And for the third race running, he is not going to make Q3. What is going on with Granty Boy's qualifying this season? 18th in Australia. It was 10th but didn't run. And Hills are done as well. My word, we're going to see some shocks here then. Because look, Jacob, Lennon, Schumi Garcia, Frisky, BP all have the soft tyres ready. And I'll tell you what, and Slim still out there on mediums. He made this mistake in Bahrain. He went to the medium tyres, got it wrong. The guys in the softs in the end passed him, and he was out. He needs to sort his qualifying out. He's committed. He's going to go for it. Slim needs a big lap here. Jacob now out in the softs. Slim has been compromised. He's been compromised by his qualifying so far. This is a really, really big lap. He has to hook up. Qualified 13th in Australia, 11th in Bahrain. Unless he really, really doesn't want to go on so soft tyres, he has to have belief he can get through on the same set of medium tyres. Granty Boy and Hills are done, and I cannot see them making Q3 at all. Hillsrap would be a big surprise. Hillsrap hasn't got the Q3 yet this season either. But as we keep saying, and as the results are evident of, qualifying means absolutely nothing because the races we've had so far this season have thrown up some absolute thrillers. Nick Mania is done. Mac 2 is done. Nick Mania looking good again, isn't he? And they will start on the medium tyres as it stands unless we get a lot of shocks coming from behind. This one from Slim, he's coming to the end of Sector 2 now. He's got a Red Bull in front of him. That's Jacob on outlap. Jacob gets out of the way. Slim darts through, and he's only a 10th up. Well, if that's to be believed, he's not going to make much improvement here at all. Will he abandon and come in the pits and try and get out on softs, or will he keep going? He's got to find something here. Jamie's done. He will start on soft tyres. Jonathan Cox is done. He will start on soft tyres as well. Schumi Garcia on a flyer on soft. We'll get to him shortly. Slimbo crosses the line. Oh, it's a big lap. A big Sector 3 improvement. And he goes ahead of Nick Mania. And he goes ahead of, Bradbury in the wall there. Ahead of Schumi Garcia. And now, Osai Nova is 7th, our championship leader. And he's still in the pits. He won't go back out. And he's under threat from the soft runners. Are we going to see the championship leader in trouble here? He won't get passed by Granty Boy or Hillsrap, but now Schumi Garcia, Lennon, Jacob, Frisky and BP. Oh no, front wing damage to Schumi. And he's done. Oh, I said Nova may be breathing a big sigh of relief there. What about Jacob Bradbury, who's just still on his outlap? Long old lap. I don't believe it. I think he's on a flyer. If he's still on outlap, he ain't going to make it round. So I think he is on a flyer. So let's go to BP, who's just ahead of Frisky Biscuit. Right, what can they do? They've got a massive chance of getting through here. Tell you what, Outside Nova's still not safe. With Shimmy Garcia retiring, that will put through Matt 2. And indeed, Jacob is on a flyer. And he is in Sector 2. So let's go on board with Jacob. He'll be the first man to set a time. Oh my word, I thought that was an invalidation. That's lucky. This track a little bit more lenient than other tracks with the invalidation. So what can Jacob do? If he gets in the top 10, he will be starting on soft tyres. Dracotos back out there randomly. My word, he's... No. Well, Codemasters has messed it up, but Jacob's 10th, and he's gonna be out, surely. I tell you what, with all this happening, I tell you what, Lenin's got a great chance of getting through. So, well, Outside Nova's through. What a relief for the championship leader, Outside Nova, who will start medium tyres. Frisky Biscuit is nearly a second up. I'll tell you what, Frisky's got an outside chance of a top 10 in the Q3 appearance here. BP will be the first man to cross the line. In fact, Slim's done. Well done, Slim. Pulled that out of the bag. Where is BP? So here comes BP. He'll be first, then Frisky Biscuit. Big laps here for BP. What can he do? He goes into second place. He's through. What about Frisky Biscuit? Oh my God! Frisky's got 9th. Frisky Biscuit's into Q3. For the first time this season, and for the first time in his Zenith F1 Esports career, Frisky Biscuit is into Q3 with an outstanding lap. And Granty Boy's on the verge of going out. Shumi Garcia is out. Of course, Lucas starts 15th. Where does Lennon get himself? Lennon fastest! And my word, Lennon fastest. But there's your shock. Frisky Biscuit. I cannot believe what I'm saying. Frisky Biscuit, for the first time in his F1 career, or Zenith F1 career anyway, has made it into Q3. Take a bow, my friend. And who does he push out? Oh my word, look at this lineup. Granty Boy, 11th again, outside the top 10. Hills are at 12th. Jacob Bradbury, what on earth happened to Jacob Bradbury? My word, his luck is out. Shumi Garcia couldn't get a lap in. Well, the chat is in absolute shock. Frisky Biscuit, my man. What? Take it in, my friend. Reports of Jacob lagging quite a bit, but wow, Matt 2 says big up Frisky Lennon. Frisky! Wow, the comments are going crazy. Frisky Biscuit, take a moment, and that's he's just said in the chat, that's a win for him. That is a win for Frisky as we're just waiting for Jacob problems again. Lennon says Frisky for pole. And unfortunately, it looks like Jacob's car. Not more problems for Jacob, I hope not. I tell you what, Lennon at the front top there, take a picture there. I tell you what, that's a hell of a front three, isn't it? Did Dracotos? Oh, Dracotos did time on mediums. So Jacob, 1 point. What's happening? Jacob's car. Jacob's causing. So what's happening here? Oh, let's hope not the session's glitched here. Jacob's. Oh God, Jacob. Jacob, what's going on? So Jacob says. Oh, there we go. So, is it? Are we done? Oh no, we're stuck on 1 second. Oh no! I think Jacob's gonna have to leave the session. So Jacob needs to leave the session, and he has. And now we go. George Cresswell says Frisky making Dave need new trousers. Yeah. Yeah, that's incredible. So hopefully Jacob can rejoin. Oh, what a shame for Jacob. His luck is just not in. His luck is definitely not in. Right, so Q3 done. So let's talk about the guys that are out. Granty Boy, Hills are out. Jacob, Shumi Garcia. Shumi Garcia will be gutted. I genuinely thought Shumi Garcia had the pace to get into top 10. And that's a disappointment for Shumi Garcia. Lennon, fastest. Take that in. I tell you what. That's a hell of a front three there. BP did a great time as well. Then Dracotos will start mediums. Slim will start mediums. Nick Mania. Osai Nova and Matt 2 will be breathing a big sigh of relief there as well. And they will start on the mediums. What a shame for Jacob. I don't know what is going on with his connection. Q3. Here we go. This is going to be interesting. Who's going to be pole? I think Dracotos has got some mighty pace. First Q. I can't believe I'm saying this. First Q3 appearance for Slim. First Q3 appearance for BP. First ever Q3 appearance for Frisky Biscuit, who's going to start 9th because Jonathan Cox has got a Q ban this session. First Q3 appearance as well for Jamie Wan, who finally seems to have got going again. So, well, this is the Frisky Biscuit says he's only got one set of softs left. I'm not surprised. Frisky just needs to do an outlap and he'll beat Jonathan Cox. Right, here we go. The pole position shootout. Who's going to take this? Dracotos has to be favourite after his blistering pace in Qs 1 and 2. And already everybody heading out on track. We've got Slim out there, we've got BP out there. Dracotos to the pits, Osai Nova out there as well. Matt 2, Nick Mania, J1 Lennon. Look at the line of cars all out there. We've got one Renault, we've got one Haas, we've got one Red Bull, we've got one AlphaTauri, we've got one Ferrari, we've got one Racing Point, we've got one Mercedes, and one Williams, but we've got two Alfa Romeos of Osai Nova and Frisky Biscuit. And why am I excited about Frisky Biscuit? Because Frisky Biscuit is a man, and he deserves this. When he first joined this ZFF1, he was a good 2 seconds off the pace, and that was off pole position pace. Struggling, man. This guy has put his head down. He has not let it defeat him. His attitude has been spot on. He has worked his socks off, and I mean that. Practice and practice, and that is what it does. His first ever. You know what? He may not score points in this race, but this for him right now, this for him for Frisky is a win right here. Getting into Q3 for the first time and just shows, and I'll tell you what, Frisky, this just shows, never get your head down. You are worthy of a spot in this league, and you have got the pace. And he's going to be 9th, whatever happens. And he'll start on soft, so he's going to have some pace as well. Let's go with the championship leader then. Osai Nova. Yet to have a pole to his name, despite being the championship leader so far. George Cresswell says, love the commentary, really, Dave. Only messing with you. Good man. Oh, it's great. It's great. It's great stories. Every league loves stories and underdogs like that. However, business time. I'll tell you what, Osai Nova will be loving it as well. What a chance for Alfa Romeo for a big haul of points to consolidate their constructors' lead as well. Nova hasn't got it going in qualifying. 3rd and 6th last time out in Bahrain. He is not the quickest on over 1 lap. However, this man is on a 12 podium race run. Oh, Jacob's rejoined. I hope that doesn't cause problems. We saw that in Bahrain with Jonathan Cox, of course. So yeah, unbelievable record for Osai Nova. The podium run continues. I'll tell you what, Bahrain, he held on to it by half a second ahead of Dan Murphy. It was close. The times are about to come in thick and fast as we see this beautiful. I love watching these cars go through this sector 3. Fast, winding in and out, technical, then get on the brakes. The track looks a lot more rubbly now, doesn't it? Not as green as it was at the start. Matt Tua, 33.0. My word, Nick Mania, 33.6. Lennon, 33.8. What can Osai Nova do? He jumps to second place, 33.1. Oh my word, it's close already at the front. Slim into third. Oh, and someone hitting the wall. That was a Haas. That was BP who smashed the wall in the background. And the Racing Point of Jamie Watton does the same. The two Dutch drivers finding trouble at the end of their laps. And what about Frisky Biscuit then? He's about to finish his lap now. I tell you what, Jamie Watton and BP have struggled. Can he make more headlines? Top 6. Frisky goes 7th ahead, just behind BP, just ahead of Jamie Watton. My word. Tell you what, he's into Q3, and I tell you what, stop the count. 7th place, so that's the first run's done. It's a long old track, so I don't think we'll get 3 runs. Just the 2 runs. Matt 2 heading back to the pits now. So that is the first round of runs, except for Drakatos, who is choosing to save a set of softs. That's the easiest said. Save a set of softs. The one risk of that, of course, Drakatos is going to get 1 run and 1 invalidation, and 1 mistake will mean that he will have to start down at the back there. But Matt 2 were the smallest of margins, and don't forget, in the first 2 races, the gap between pole position and second has been no bigger than 5 thousandths of a second. That's right, no bigger than 5 thousandths of a second, and we've got 9 hundredths of a second so far, a thousandth of a second so far. Qualifyings have been absolutely close and intense. So Matt 2 pits, Nova pits, Sim in the pits, so that joins the queue, stuck on the pit limiter. And Drakatos takes the opportunity with the track all to himself to get out there and have a go. Getting a bit of airtime for his Greek army out there. He's got a fair few fans as well. What can Drakatos do? Of course, it was a Red Bull. Don't forget, back in Australia, it was a Red Bull lockout. Jacob on pole, Drakatos in second. However, it all went badly wrong for Red Bull. Drakatos did manage to salvage 4th place in the end. 12th, of course, qualified in Bahrain. And a wonderful, masterful drive through the field to win that race. This guy has got some incredible pace. One of the fastest esport racers there is. And he's only going to get the 1 run. This is it. This is it for Drakatos. He can't make a mistake. He should have full fuel for 2 runs. Then it says Frisky, unless that's on a scrub set, you should have waited to the end of the session. Could be on a scrub set. So he has gone faster than that. And of course, Jonathan Cox has a Q3 ban, so he will be taking no for the part in this session. So here we go. Can Drakatos, who's choosing to do his run now, he could have waited 3-4 minutes and wait for the track at its very best, but he has chosen the clear. Oh, I've just muted. Sorry, I've just sat on the remote, muted the set. Frisky confirms that was a scrub set of tyres. Drakatos. So the track is not at its best. He's choosing to go now. He wants the clear track, and down into turns 5, 6, and 7 he comes before the long drag. And I mean long drag into turns 9 and 10. And here he goes. Out of turn 9. Round. This is classified as a turn. A bit like Sochi. They're classing every kink and bump as a turn. And Drakatos safely navigates it into the big stopper, turn 11. Let's go on board. And straight down into first gear. It's one of the few tracks on the calendar that you have to get down to first gear for. And this ride on board is about to finish sector 2 and go into sector 3. Purple middle sector. 105.3. Can he break into the 32s? We saw it in qualifying 1. We saw Jonathan Cox getting the 32s in qualifying 2. And this looks lovely. Downshifts on the entry there. And downshifts again. Look, he's using the gears. Tell you what, if you have no ABS and of course no TC, and he's using the gears to get himself slowed down there. Good bit of info there, and he goes fastest with a 32.8, and the gauntlet is well and truly set for everybody else. That is an outstanding time by the Greek driver. Wow, 32.8. He's only half a tenth quicker than what Jonathan Cox did in Q2. But that is absolute lightning. Here goes Jamie Watton, Dutch driver, First Q3 appearance of the season for the Dutchman, who hasn't got going yet. Oh my word, can he save it? No, he can't, in the wall. And that's his qualifying done, and he'll be ninth. And that means Frisky Biscuit is going to be at least 8th. Matt 2 enters the fray. Jamie 1, that's a rare mistake. You rarely see that from Jamie 1. And again, the same problem we've seen so many drivers have. No rear downforce. Got on the gas and the downforce just was not there. And Jamie 1 I don't think he's going to have time to get the pits and go again. And completing a lap round here with that much front wing damage is absolute torture. So that's a nightmare for Jamie 1. He'll be happy with 9th place. However, I think that's going to be him done. So here we go. The last round of qualifying runs is about to begin. Drakatos, well, he's done. I'll tell you what, can he get in and go again? Where is he on track? He's going through in the pits. Oh, he could. No, I don't think so. I think he's just going to miss out. He's just going to miss out. So Drakatos is more than likely to be done. Jamie 1 is pretty much done. Jonathan Cox has the Q-band. So it's down to these 7 runners. Can our reigning champion Matt 2 pull a rabbit out the hat and get ahead Drakatos? Can our championship leader Osai Nova get his first pole of the season? Can Slim, our former champion, a bit of a qualifying maestro as well, can he find something? Can Nick Mania take his first pole of the season? Lennon daring to Q3 again. A lightning starter. Can he get himself into the top 5? BP as well. Let's see what he can do. He'll be happy to be up there in the top 7. And Frisky Biscuit is going to start 8th, whatever happens. Unbelievable. Matt to the first man then to go round. Here is our champion. Did not score for the first time since the Italian Grand Prix, last time out in Bahrain, which ironically was Drakatos' first win since the Italian Grand Prix. And he is just up on his personal best, but he is down on Drakatos' time. Trying to hook the hairpin there. Look, he's having to wait. He's having to be patient to get on the accelerator. Now gets on it. It's the long back straight. It looks like one of the Alpha. That's an Osai Nova just behind him. JD1 is done. So he is settling. Lennon is the last man to cross the line to go on his flying lap. All the other drivers, all 7 drivers, are now on a flyer. Let's wait for Matt 2 sector time. Now into the tricky Sector 2, into Sector 2, into Sector 3, the technical part of the track. Don't run too wide there, the wall is waiting for you. Keep it as straight as possible. See, Matt 2 using very different gears to what Drakatos was. Yellow flags, one of the Ferraris have made a mistake. I think it's Lennon's had a bit of a problem. Where can Matt 2 dispossess Drakatos off the top? That's the big question. Can he go pole? He got pole here last season. Where's he going to end up now? Oh, he's done it! He's done it by 0.2 of a second. What about Osai Nova? He pits, he's done. Slim is also up, and Nick Mania jumps into 3rd place. Great effort there from Nick Mania. Pushes Nova down to 4th, and Slim is improving as well. And Matt 2, for the 2nd season running, has grabbed what looks to be pole position. Let's see what Slim could do. He's got a great chance of getting ahead of championship leader Osai Nova here. That will be his target. Matt 2, 0.2 of a second ahead of Drakatos. That is an incredible time. BP crosses the line. He's 7th. Frisky's 8th. Slim jumps to the front row. And yet again, for the 3rd race running, the gap between pole position and 2nd place is just 0.02 of a second. Unbelievable. What a qualifying session. And Drakatos will be stunned. 32.5 the pole lap. Valea says, hello David, GFO is here to support Zenith. Great to have you along, GFO boys. And I'll tell you what, your boys, Drakatos and Nick Mania, are there in 3rd and 4th. What a qualifying session. I did not see that one coming at all. Oh, and the AIs are having a bit of fun there. Who are we waiting for? We're done. Wow, okay, qualifying has set it up absolutely beautifully. Oh, sorry, Nova, it's 200. Okay, 200. For the third race running, the gap between pole and second is 200ths of a second. However, it's definitely 2/10. Then to Drakatos and Nick Mania, the two Greek drivers. Oside Nova, 5th place. Another disappointing qualifying session from Oside Nova. Lennon 6th, and watch out for his starts, and he will start on the soft tyres. BP7, Frisky Biscuit, his best ever qualifying performance in Zenith. He's never got into Q3, and he's there in 8th place. Jamie 9th, and Jonathan Cox 10th. My word, it's going to be an absolute cracking race. Let's quickly go through the championship standings then before the race begins. Here we are. There's the calendar. Of course, we are in Vietnam. Netherlands next week, of course, but the championship standings is what you all want. So, Oside Nova will start in 5th place. He leads the championship. Drakatos will start 3rd. 2nd the championship. Nick Mania starts right behind him. Look, Matt 2 and Slim, 4th and 5th in the championship. Well, they are on the front row of the grid. Alfa Romeo have got a great chance of extending their championship lead. As you can see, 22 drivers so far, because we have had the reserve drivers in and scoring points as well as the drivers. Looks like we have 19. I don't think Flying Soz has made it. Flying Soz, in fact, hasn't made it, so it will be the 19 runners. There, look, 2 different winners in the first 2 races, 5 different podium runners, 15 different point scorers so far. 2 incredible races, and what on earth are we going to get thrown up tonight here at Vietnam? In the short run, of course, let's hope we avoid the absolute carnage of Bahrain. Last year's winner, Jacob Bradbury, well, he's starting way down the order in 14th place, of course. Last year's pole sitter is again Matt 2. Matt 2 was running away with this race last year. It all fell apart for him late on. And of course, if you're watching, guys, give us a follow on the social medias. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube at the moment. And of course, we are on Twitter and Instagram as well at Zenith F1 Esports. But we are just getting underway. The formation lap begins, and let's have a look at the tyre strategy first and foremost before we go up and down the grid. That is what I want. So yeah, there we go. Matt 2 Slim, front row, medium tyres. Drakatos, the Greek driver, 3rd, medium tyres. Nick Mania, 4th, Greek driver, 4th, medium tyres. Championship leader Oside Nova, 5th with the medium tyres. And then right behind him, and oh, he'll be wary, Lennon, BP, Frisky, J1, Jonathan Cox, all start on the soft tyres, and they'll be looking to try and get ahead of the likes of Nova and Nick Mania and try and cause some trouble up there at the front. Try and get involved. This is their big chance to start. However, it is a short run into turns 1 and 2. So Nova and co should be okay. Granty Boy. Last year's runner-up. Hard tyres. That's interesting. Oh no, Jacob's left the session again. I hope this is not more problems for Jacob. Hills are up. That's a bit of a shock as well. However, he started way down the order in Australia and managed to finish in 3rd place, albeit with the help of the safety car. However, we can definitely get safety cars around here again. He's on the hard tyre as well. Jacob Bradbury not in the session on the medium tyre. Shumi Garcia hard. He's going long. He should be way up the field. He's got definitely more pace than that. Lucas, well, shocked us all with a surprise qualifying in Bahrain in 3rd place, and now he's way down there in 15th, surprising us again. Crazy Power, another big shock down there, medium tyres. Co-Andy, another shock, dare I say, medium tyres. And Dan Murphy, and Bill to Matt, and they're all on the medium tyres. And they will be, those medium tyre boys are going to want to get past the hard shod runners pretty quickly. Granty Boy, Hills are up, and Shumi Garcia getting into Sanford. We've got a fantastic mix of strategy as ever. And what is this going to throw up for us? So let's get the position changes for the start of this race. 19 runners, unfortunately Flying Soz hasn't quite made it into the session in time. Who is going to take round 3? Drakatos took round 2, sorry. Oside Nova took round 1 in Australia. The cars line up on the grid. It's a short run into turn 1. Let's hope we don't get the chaos of last week. Green flag waves in the background. We're good to go. We wait for the lights. When Codemaster decides that we are good to go, there's the back of the field. Everyone's in position. And we wait. And we wait. And we wait. Come on, Codemasters. Let's have a race. Please, let's have a race. What are we waiting for? The green flags are waving. What we got? Problem with the lights? Oh, why is this happening? Well, lap 2. That was an incredible first lap. They haven't moved and already we're on lap 2. I've got a feeling we've got connection issues. Looks like Jacob's having problems again. Oh, man. So, yeah. Oh, boy. So let's oh no, come on. I've got a feeling we're gonna. Why does this happen? Well, there you go. That's Codemasters giving us a tyre strategy. Likely two stoppers in one of the few tracks we're gonna get. We're gonna get a two-stopper. I think we're gonna have to restart the race because Codemasters has glitched. Oh boy. We're going to have to restart, guys. Ever so sorry. We're going to have a quick restart. Because Codemasters doesn't want to play ball. It's going, nope. Nope. We don't want to start this race. The drivers hate this track. Codemasters hates this track. This driver never started in real life. And we're never going to get going here. Because we ain't going. So we'll wait for BP to set up a new session. Oh, there, folks. Hey, let's get some... we don't want to watch a man waving a green flag. Let's have some... let's have a mix around the graphics then. So, yeah. Oh, hang on. Oh, the host is gone. So we're going to have to restart. We are going to have to restart. So I've got the warning screen. Oh, thanks, Codemasters. So we are going to the Vietnam curse strikes again. We're going to quickly restart. I'm going to flash up some a flashing graphic for you all. So here we go. Look, there you go. Have a nice flashing graphic while we talk amongst yourself, guys. How is everybody? And the one downside is, of course, good old Codemasters, is that everyone will start on fresh tyres. Oh, Codemasters, when will you make a good game? When will you make a good game? However, the advantage of restart is, hopefully, we'll get a nice, clean start. So, I was waiting for something in the lobby. There go all the viewers. Bye, everybody. That's it. Gone. Thanks, Codemasters. So, Jonathan. So, what we got? Fresh tyres, everybody. So, can some of the drivers join me in the chat? Let's have a chat with the drivers. Hey, Frisky, if you're about, join me in the chat. Let's. As we wait for the grid to be set up. So wait for the grid to set up. So if any of the drivers listening, come and join me in the chat. Oh, I'm not in a party chat. I knew I'd done something wrong today. Not that they can't join me. Start a party. Wow, this is amateur hour. Amateur hour right now. Everyone, welcome to amateur hour. This is awful. This is terrible. We're trying to get there. Thanks, Codemasters. So drivers, join me. Anyone want to join me? Come in for a chat. Let's talk about that amazing qualifying sessions. So we're going to try a new host next week. BP is the host. Generally, it's worked well. I don't know. Same as what happened to Slim last season. So we'll try a new host next week. Any drivers listening? Hint. Anybody want to come and join for a chat? So we will have a race as we wait. That graphic does my head in. I'd rather have the championship standings going around than that. So let's have a look at the calendar, shall we? Oh, Lennon's joined us. Lennon's in. Hello, Lennon.
Hey up, Mr. Shaw. How are you?
How are you, Lennon? Good qualifying. You're right in there in the mix on the soft tyres. What are your thoughts on the race coming up?
I'm not well. I swear, starting sixth. I can expect a little bit, but I'm not expecting nothing in the first stint. Like I said, I'm bound to do the 2-stop. I can maybe stretch it to a 1-stop potentially. Now we're also all on fresh tyres, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm not looking to get loads of positions at the start either at the moment, like I normally do. It's not a massive run into turn 1, so I'm really just looking to come back into my own towards the second half of the race, because like I said, should be doing the 2-stop. Depends on tyre wear obviously, and I'll come back into my own on the fresh tyres toward the end, hopefully.
I think 2-stop will be the way to go, mate, to be honest, because, it's going to be interesting. I don't know. Now everyone starts on fresh tyres. There are those like Jamie Wan for sure, and Dan Murphy, Co-Andy, the tyre specialist, who will definitely be trying to stretch out a 1. But I think the 2-stop, bearing in mind you don't damage your front wing, is going to be the way to go.
I hope so. Like I said, the first stint is all about just making sure you're up there, you're in amongst it near the front. As long as I hold the top 6 for the first stint, and then obviously I'm ahead of the people who are on soft tyres with me, then I'll be happy with that for a first stint. And hopefully, if people who are doing the 1-stop, and if I do decide to do the 2-stop, which I probably will do, as long as I can come back into my own and potentially catch them up, like the likes of Ander, Jamie Wan, because they're starting behind me, I'll have to be able to hopefully be quicker than them and catch them back up and gain my positions back, unlike last week.
Yeah, of course, you just missed out on the points last week. 11th place after being very honest and giving up that 10th place with another classic Codemasters glitch. You'll be desperate for some points here, wouldn't you? It'd be nice to get yourself on the board, because you've had a decent start.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's third race out of 3 races out of 3 racing now as a reserve. If I don't get any points today, I'll be very disappointed for considering last week top 10, this week top 10 start, and come out with no points in 3 races. It would be a bit disappointing, but we'll see how it goes. As long as I keep it out of the wall and just stick to how my qualifying pace is and stay consistent, I can't see why not I couldn't get points. Yeah,
I think the key is to keep your nose clean at the start, absolutely. And then you've got to be the best of those front soft runners, haven't you? Really, you've got to keep out of those soft runners. It's going to be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, that's it. There's just two points really. Is beat everyone who's on the same strategy as me, who's starting on softs, and make sure I can catch up the guys who's behind me doing the 1-stop, because the guys in front, as we all know, the top 5 or whatever it is, everyone's fast, but them top 5 around here anyway are seemingly very, very quick. I was half a second off. I think it's Nick in 5th, and I'm starting 6th. So I'm not looking to beat them on pace. Obviously, maybe a bit of luck comes into it, safety car, or obviously damage for them that could bring me back into it against them. But I'm just looking to beat the people behind me, and that's it. If I finish in the top 6 or 6th, 7th, I'll class that as a win, really, if I'm honest.
Absolutely, and anything else to be a bonus, because it's going to be one. Drivers pitting for new front wings. You're going to get a few of those. I think at the front as well. Safety cars throws it in the mix. Safety cars going to help you, especially starting those soft tyres. You're going to want to get off those softs pretty ASAP.
Yeah, like I said, I did a race around here not long ago, and the softs can last. Obviously, fresh softs are not too bad, but if like I said, I'll be running in traffic at the start, like I said, because I should be quicker than in the top 5, but they're all fast in their own right, even on the slower tyre, and obviously me being on the softs, my softs are going to wear out a lot faster, especially in the dirty air as well. So I think the 2-stop will be definitely the way to go, get some clear air, and then just run my own race, and hopefully the race will come back to myself for the second half of the race, hopefully.
Well, I think we're just sorting the grid positions out. Everyone's back in lobby, so we're due to get underway, I'd say, in the next 2 minutes. BP is just sorting the grid out now. Everyone is back in. Don't forget, guys, if you're listening, start on the same tyres, please, and do not forget your setups. Default round here is going to be absolutely horrible, and the race should start, I'm going to say, in 3 minutes. So, Lennon, thank you for joining me, mate, and keeping me company during this little break, and good luck, mate.
Yeah, you too, mate. Good luck, and I'll see you after the race.
Yes, mate. Good luck.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
So we are just waiting now for BP to make the grid, and I think he's pretty much done. So we are about to get a race going right now. So there's your standings, which you've become very familiar with now. Let's look at the calendar. 17 races this season. Brazil is at the bottom, round 17. First 2 races, as you may have seen, absolute crackers of a race. Vietnam now, then Netherlands next week. We don't go to China, then straight into Monaco, round 5. Look at that, Monaco, Baku, Canada, Austria. What a run of races that is. Then into Silverstone. Hungaroring always throws up a thriller as well. And then into some classic races of Hungary, Belgium, Italy, Russia, which was, we weren't sure about Russia to have it, but it threw up such a great race last season. We thought we're going to have to stick with that. Like Mexico. So 17 rounds, we're already 2 rounds in. And we are going, folks. We are going. Let's go live to the sexy load up screen. Oh, there we are. So hopefully everyone remembers what tyres to put on and remembers their setup. That's going to be key. And we have everybody. Oh, come on, Jacob. Come on, Jacob. Oh, my God. We're going to have to try. I don't understand. Jacob's having the problems that Slim had last year. There we go. Right, everyone's twirling, which should mean everyone's ready to go, and we will get round 3 of Vietnam underway. Hopefully soon, because it's already 8:45. Here we go. Yes! Here we go. We're going. Thank you for your patience, folks, wherever you're watching. Like I said, so many viewers from all over Europe and around the world. It's incredible. There were, I counted 11 different nations, people from different nations watching around the world last week in Bahrain. So Jacob has just admitted he's got 5 other people using his Wi-Fi in his house. That could be the problem, Jacob. Of course, Codemaster struggles at the best of times. So guys, we'll just be loading their setups, getting their tyre sorted. We know what tyres you started on, guys, so no cheating. Only 3 drivers on the hards. We only had 4 on the softs. The rest were on the mediums. And I'm glad to say we are, touch wood, going to get round 3 from Vietnam underway. We had problems here last year as well, of course. Drivers hate this track. Most people hate driving this track. Codemasters doesn't want to get this race going. This race is definitely cursed. But let's hope we're there now. And who's going to win this race? This is qualifying, as I said, has been absolute nothing in the 2 races gone so far. As Lennon says, getting in the doghouse after this race if it goes any longer. Well, this is it. Our first restart of the season. Thanks, Codemasters. Hoping it wouldn't be as long as this. So, let's get our track map and our information up. So there we go. There's the track map. We want the tyres, just to make sure everybody is on the same tyres. 2-stop. Codemasters adamant it's going to be a 2-stop. I'm pretty sure as well. 2-stop plus before the front wing change as well. And I'm glad to say everybody has gone onto the same tyres. So excellent news. So recap, Mach 2, reigning champion. He was pole last season here. He's pole again. He's done it again. Can he, unlike last year, maintain that? Of course, he had problems. He was way out in front last season around here. Hit the wall, came in the pits, and ended up finishing in 4th place. Slim, first Q3 appearance of the season there in 2nd place, looking to really kickstart his season. He's a very slow start. The last 2 seasons, even his championship season, he started so slow, but now 2nd place, looking to get some good points on the board. Drakatos, last week's winner, qualified 13th and won the race. What can he do from high up as 3rd? Nick Mania, medium tyres 4th. Championship Leonova there in 5th place. And then the soft runners, we just heard from Lennon. BP, Frisky Biscuit, best ever qualifying in Zenith for Frisky Biscuit. Jamie 1, best qualifying of the season so far. Jonathan Cox has got the pace. He would have qualified in about 4th place if he didn't have the Q3 ban. Then Granty Boy Hards, Hills are up hard. Jacob 13th on the mediums. Shumi Garcia on the hards in 14th. Lucas mediums. Some big names down here, isn't there? There's Crazy Pass 16th on the mediums. Coandy hards 17th. Dan Murphy, that's another big shock after his Bahrain heroics. Down in 18th place. And Bill to Matt 19th on the medium tyres, as hopefully now the cars are lining up and we will get a round 3. Always makes me nervous. Let's go to the position changes and let's see who are the super starters at the start. Lennon makes up an average of 5 places a race. It's going to be tough for the short runs. Turn 1 this time by. That's the rear gunners there. There's Dan Murphy getting position. There is Bill to Matt in the Haas, taking his place at the back of the field. The cars are in, the green flag is out, and we are going to get some lights this time by. Oh, don't get my hopes up, come on. And we are, here we go. 4 lights, 5 lights, round 3 from Vietnam is go! And it's a good start from Matt too. And Drakatos is challenging Slim there. In fact, Slim is challenging Drakatos. Is he going? Matt 2's going for the other race. Down the inside he goes, and Slim does take the lead, but he runs out wide, and Matt 2 gets back through, and Drakatos has the outside into 2nd place. Slim's dropped down, and there's Lennon. There's Lennon into 4th place. Oh, he's made a mistake. Oh, and down the order he goes, trying a move on Slim. One of the McLarens getting well out of shape in the background as well. Side by side. 2 McLarens. Oh, the leaderboard sorting itself out. Here we go. Now can they get through his tight turns 5 and 6 and 7? It's a horrible. Oh, yellow flags out in the background. Oh, it's Chumi Garcia. He's in the wall. Oh, what a nightmare start. A man who's starting qualifying front wing missing. And Granty Boy, the other McLarens have big problems. In the meantime, Matt 2 is away. Ahead of Granty Boy, ahead of Slim, ahead of Lennon, who's made another fantastic start. Osai Nova, the champion leaders, had a nightmare start. Frisky Biscuit still in the points. And Jonathan Cox, oh no! He's taken out Nick Mania! Jonathan Cox has taken out Nick Mania, and that is a disaster. Full course yellow. Nothing on my screen, it's a safety car. And now Hills are up, so it's a safety car, and Hills are up's collided with, I think it said Jacob Bradbury there. And Jonathan Cox, I'm sorry to say, when I've muted it. Oh, it's all going wrong. All going. Sorry, yeah, I'm muted. But Jonathan Cox is going to be in trouble, I think. Yes, I have muted myself. I sat on it. So what a start for Slim. Slim led into Q1, into turn 1. Slim was leading the race, but overcooked it. Matt 2 got through. Drakatos got through. Lennon. And I'll tell you what Lennon was just saying before the race. If he can make a one-stop work, he's going to try it. Well, safety car's definitely going to help those thinking about a one-stop, isn't it? BP, great start. 5th place for him. Ahead. I'll tell you what, Nova's got a bit of trouble here. He's behind 2 of the soft runners. Frisky Biscuit, 7th place after his best ever qualifying, and he had a fantastic start. Ahead of Jamie 1 there in the racing point. Crazy Power up 7. Crazy Power has done it again. Another fantastic start on the medium tyres. Jacob has picked up a penalty. What are these penalties for then? So penalty 5 seconds. Oh, these are collisions. I think. Yeah, Hilsrup and Jacob came together somewhere. Shimi Garcia now has a drive through to compound his miserable start to the race. Jacob will be happy to still be in the race at this point, but him and Hilsrup have got 5 seconds to stop. Lucas has made up places as well. Up 3 for him. Jonathan Cox is back in the pits. What is going on? And he's out. Jonathan Cox is out and has left the session. He is down, and his nightmare start to the season continues. And yeah, I had muted myself. Am I still muted? Don't tell me I'm still muted. This is going disastrously tonight, isn't it? So Jonathan Cox has left the session, but I don't think he's retired from the session. Oh boy. So Matt there on a fresh set of mediums. So interestingly now, who's still on the hard tyres? There it is, stoppers. Nick Mania's the lead stop runner. I tell you what, that safety car massively helps Nick Mania. A bit of a reprieve there for him after being wiped out by Jonathan Cox. That helps him out massively. The tyre situation is there. And look, Hilsrup on these original set of hards. They're 11th, and now Nick Mania also on hard. I do not think, and I don't think there's any chance that Nick Mania will be getting to the end of those hard tyres. I still think he will have to stop again. Hopefully safety car in this lap. As there is the reigning champion, Matt 2 started on pole. Clean start at the front. It looks like it got messy in the midfield. As Jonathan Cox has rejoined. And his AI has put him onto soft tyres. He won't appreciate that one bit. So Jonathan Cox has got to get some overtaking done. But it is hopefully safety car in this lap. For some reason, I don't have a safety car message even out there. Getting Codemasters just making life difficult. I think the safety car is in this lap. No message has come up, but safety car looks like we're in this lap, so we are going to go again. Matt 2 takes over the lead. Or is he? Oh, come on, Codemasters. It's hard enough, this job. Matt 2's backing a long way up, so I'm pretty sure it means the safety car is coming in, because Matt 2 is backing right up and the safety car is making its way into the pit lane. He will take the race control. I tell you who needs a good restart here. Osai Nova. 6th place. However, he has got Frisky Biscuit as his rear gunner, so we're getting ready to go green again. Safety car is back in the pits. And Matt 2 winds up. There he is. And he's gone. He's gone already. Through the penultimate corner, Draco with him. Slim's been caught off guard there. Slim hasn't gone with him. So Matt 2 gets us back underway. We are green and go. And who's that right behind the back? Is that Crazy Pal lining for moving Jamie 1? He's right behind him, and Jonathan Cox is out. Well, what a nightmare for Jonathan Cox. Crazy Powder medium tyres right behind the soft shod tyres of JB1, and Frisky Biscuit will be doing a job for Osai Nova here. Although saying that, he's right behind Nova, and Nova's losing touch because BP is right behind Lennon. Will he have a go here? Is he close enough? It straights just like long enough. Into turn 4 they go. BP right behind the back. He can sniff a good result here. He had a fantastic 7th place last time out in Bahrain. And he's trying to get past it. Now the long straight. Here we go. I'll tell you what, Matt 2's in the threat from Drakatos here. Drakatos may have a go into turn 7. Round the little bit king they go. Slim keeping a watching brief. Drakatos may have moved on the inside. It's the reigning champion versus the championship contender. Oh, they're so close. There's no contact. And somehow he manages to hold the lead. BP does not get a move in on Lennon. Frisky Biscuit keeping his teammate very honest, and Crazy Power and Jacob side by side. I think that's Jacob getting past Crazy Power. Crazy Power won't give up. We've seen him fighting hard with Slim in the first 2 races. He's a new man. He's a new driver out there at the moment. Back at the front. Fantastic. Look at this. Matt 2, Drakatos, Slim. 3 of the big championship contenders, and they're pulling away from Lennon, who is taking BP and Osai Nova, who isn't quite catching them yet. And there, right behind Osai Nova, is Frisky Biscuit, who is more than holding his own. Oh, Shimi Garcia back in the pits. Disaster start to the race for Shumi Garcia after looking so good in qualifying. DRS will soon be enabled. Look, and there is Lennon who's starting to drop BP and starting to catch back up to the front three. Frisky Biscuit getting dragged along by Nova. He's a second ahead of Jamie. Jacob starting to make his way through the pack as well. Into turns 5 and 6 and 7 they go. This horrible lack of grip off camber corner. Andy going backwards with Granty Boy there. Granty Boy trying to get back through the field, of course. Oh, one of the Renaults, that's Hills are up, making them those hard tyres. They will be horrible. And Dragatos going for the lead. Side by side again. Can he squeeze himself down the inside? Look, he just hasn't got the straight line speed. Matt 2 has Urs on absolute full. Fuel on full. And again, Dragatos on the outside. Can he make it stick? The answer is no, the grip's not there. And Slim closes up as well. It's battle resumed between Matt 2, Dragatos and Slim, just like in Bahrain. Hills are up's getting past Crazy Powers going backwards after a great start, and Hills are up in the hard tyres. He's making his way through quite nicely, but the action here is at the front. I'll tell you what, Osai Nova has now caught Lennon and BP for that fight for 4th place, and he's losing touch with these front three. DRS to be able to climb by it, and you've got to feel Matt 2 could be a sitting duck under the DRS. Lucas getting passed by Dan Murphy there. Oh, Lucas front wing damage, and we said that's a big part of this race. Keeping your nose clean, and Lucas he's going on. That front wing damage is going to hurt. Granty Boy getting well out of shape there as well. Matt keeping up there nicely as well. He's nicely in the mix. But there we go, here come the leaders this time. DRS for Dragatos and for Slim. I've got a feeling they're going to wait for the main straight. BP can also put Lennon on some pressure here as well. Granty Boy not passing Nick Mania. Oh, what a horrible start to the race for Nick Mania. Harry Burghardt says the front three are checking out. Yeah, they are, but the more they're fighting, they're not quite pulling away. Lennon is holding on. Those softs are going to start to go off very shortly. There is Lennon. And I'll tell you what, Nova's now right behind the back of BP. And those softs are definitely starting to go now. Now DRS wide open for Dragatos. Now, can he close up enough? He's not as close as he has been. Matt 2 will be burning his eyes again. And Dragatos is not close enough from the DRS. What about behind? Osai Nova on the inside of BP. And the championship leader gets through. Big move there for Nova. He'll want to catch the front three as quick as he can. Frisky Biscuit is fighting at the front. I can't believe him even saying those words. But Frisky Biscuit is fighting at the front with the championship leader, his teammate, for a good haul of points. Long way to go, but long way that continued. JD1 also a great battle with Jacob, with Crazy Pat, with Hills are out, with Dan Murphy. Lucas, there's not really any field spread. Well, actually a little bit. 3-second gap to the front 9 of sort of checking out ahead of Crazy Power. No front wing damage to Crazy Power. He's just struggling for grip. Oh, and we've got a pit there. It's Lucas in the pit for that new front wing. So Lucas, oh, what a nightmare race for him. Retired in Bahrain early after a great qualifying session. And again, he is struggling, and Dragatos looks as close as ever behind Matt 2. Here we go again. They are still just 1.615 ahead of Lennon. Dragatos may go for this early into turns 5 and 6. Thinks better of it. Tucks back inside the AlphaTauri rear wing and just patiently buys his time. He needs a good exit out of turn 7. Matt 2 taking a different line. Oh, and he's compromised on the exit. And Dragatos has got a perfect exit. On board with the Greek driver. Slim, let's go on. Oh, Slim's a bit further back, but now he has the drag. And now he has the tow. DRS opens. Surely this time by. Slim, slingshot, double DRS for Slim. Dragatos down the inside, and this time surely, yes, he gets through. Mac 2 has to yield. Oh, Dragatos missed his braking point. Jacob passing JB1, he's charging for the field. Oh, gives Frisky Biscuit a little tap, no damage done. Hills up, just got past Crazy Power again. Those two are still side by side, and Crazy Power giving Hills up a little nudge. Come on, get on. In fact, Crazy Power may figure out move here. This is not usually an overtaking move, and he has to tuck inside behind Hills, who's on the hard tyres, and his hard tyres will now start to be coming in. Back at the front, Dragatos now leads, but it's now Matt 2's turn with the DRS. Slim as well, right in this mix, and Lennon is still keeping Osai Nova behind him, doing a fantastic job with those soft tyres. Really, but the big surprise is Frisky Biscuit is there, and he's holding on. He's holding on to the back of his teammate. Surely not Frisky Biscuit points. Long way to go. Lap 8 of 28, 20 laps remaining. Here we go again. Matt 2 now has the DRS. Slim just waiting patiently there in 3rd place. When will he make his move? Lennon hasn't got any DRS problems at all. In fact, he's in a bit of a no man's land there. Stuck in between both battles. Those soft tyres, they will start to be degrading, will start to be going off. As with the mediums, the hards now should start to be coming in. Of course, they are fresh tyres, and the safety car would have helped massively. Right, Matt 2 doesn't look close enough to me, does he? DRS opens now. Now he'll start to get the slingshot. Oh, and here he comes. Look how powerful it is. Matt 2 has time down the inside. Will Slim try and follow behind? Thinks better of it, but Matt 2 retakes the lead but runs wide, and Drakatos gets back through, and Jacobs passing Frisky in the hairpin. Frisky won't fight it too hard. In fact, Jacobs passed Frisky and BP. Jacob makes up 2 places. He is absolutely flying out there. And with a... Oh, I think that's front wing damage. It's not. And tell you what, Frisky was trying to move there on BP as well. But Jacob, who won here last season, has got that 5-second penalty, but he is absolutely flying out there at the moment. Drakatos holds on to the... This is going to be frenetic, isn't it? They are now starting to check out ahead of Lennon. Osai Nova is not really putting much pressure onto Lennon. So for the championship leader is 5th and having a bit of a quiet race. And in fact, he's got Jacob right behind him. I wonder how Jacob got that 5-second penalty with Hills wrap. And I'll tell you what, Drakatos has nearly broke the DRS of Matt 2. And in fact, Matt 2 has got Slim hound in the back of that rear wing. Granty Boy now to 12th place, passing Dan Murphy. He's starting to charge through the field. Nick Mania having an absolute nightmare race. Glad to see penalties are pretty much at a minimum at the moment. I think Nick Mania is the man on 3 seconds by right, and he is. There are your position changes. Up 7 for Jacob. He is absolutely flying right. Matt 2, I tell you what, I think Matt 2 could be in trouble here from Slim more than anything else. On board, Matt 2's straight line speed is mighty looking. Slim just doesn't seem to have it. In fact, it's Matt 2 going around the outside of Drakatos. Can he make the move stick? The answer is no. And Nova's past Lennon. And BP and Frisky are side by side. Frisky trying on the outside. BP just managed to opposite. This is a fantastic battle between BP and Frisky, I'll tell you what. And J1 has caught the back of him. Oh, and BP going defensive. Frisky feels like he's got the speed over BP at the moment. Right. I'll tell you what, Nova will be hoping that the front 3 keep fighting away, because he can now make up that 2.3 seconds and join the back at the back. Lennon's tyres look to have gone. He's dropping right back and in fact into the clutches of Jacob. Not pitting this time by. BP is. He's had enough of those soft tyres. He pits in. Frisky feels like he's got the speed to go on. And Jamie won. And the question is, what tyres does BP put on here? Will it be mediums? Will it be hards? It's always such a long pit lane. This is why a 2-stop kills you, because it is such a long pit lane. And it is the medium tyres, so he is going to be 2-stopping. At the front. There are the front 3, and there is Osai Nova. And I'll tell you what, Leonard's got company. He's got Jacob right behind him. Jacob doesn't really want to get the move done here. He'd rather wait for the long straight. And now, take 10 between Drakatos and Matt 2 and Slim. Who blinks first? Who's going to pit first out of these 3? And Nova just started to catch. He would want to make it a 4-way battle at the front. There's some big hitters who want to be involved in this that are further down as well. Right, Matt 2 closer than ever. Here we go again. Wheel to wheel. Matt 2 down the inside and gets the move. Comfortably done. Jacob passes. Jacob passes there. Lennon, who's struggling to stop. There's the move again. It's just after you. Granty Boy and what's going on here? We've got Hills are up, Granty Boy and Crazy Power all fighting. Granty Boy now into 10th place. This is a great recovery drive from Granty Boy. He's got to sort his qualifying woes out. He has got the pace of the front runners, no doubt about it. Dan Murphy also coming up again quite nicely. Co-Andy's struggling in 14th place. He's dropping back the 3 seconds. BP rejoins in 16th. Now Jacob pits on medium tyres and he damages his front wing. This is early for Jacob. And he's got a 5-second penalty as well, don't think this is going to heavily compromise him right now. And it is for a new front wing and a 5-second penalty. And just when you thought his luck was changing, a new front wing required. Hard tyres, they should get to the end. Harry Burgart says great clean racing between the top two. And he thinks Frisky was a little bit too polite. Yeah, Shimi Garcia out the race. He's retired in the pits. But here we go again. Matt 2 v Drakatos v Slim. Slim getting left behind. Slim, I feel, just hasn't quite got the straight line speed. Now Oside Nova's only 2 seconds behind. Frisky Biscuits P5. And that is his highest ever ZFF1 position so far. And he's there on merit, folks. He is there on merit. Here we go again. Hopefully they can keep it impeccably clean. Oh, Matt 2 is not quite alongside. Now gets him. I tell you what, that's not quite the move done. But now has the inside of turn 8. And now gets the move done. And again, polite, good racing between, and Frisky Biscuit holding on to Jamie 1. And I tell you who's catching them. Granty Boy, who is charging through the field. What a run here by Granty Boy. Lennon and BP swap positions. Nick Mania and Dan Murphy. Oh, big lock up there by Nick Mania, but he's got the move done on Dan Murphy. Up into 10th place he's going. He's got a 3-second penalty. However, of course, he's on a recovery drive of his own. That's been knocked out the way. And Slim pits. The medium runners are spinning at the same time as the soft runners. This is not for a new front wing. Surely not. Slim needs the podium. He needs the points. It's just for tyres. This is... So hard tyres for Slim. He's going to try and undercut Drakatos and Matt 2. Slim is going to try and go different here. However, traffic could ruin this for him. He's going to come out. Bilt and Matt's going to have something to say about this. Oh, and who was that? That's Andy. That's the problem with the pit exit. Well, Andy spun. With no front wing, was there contact? Was there contact? Let's have a look. I don't think there was. No contact. Andy's gone round on his own. Oh, that's a disaster for Andy. And that does Slim a massive favour. And this is Matt fighting with Lennon here. Lennon's picked up a penalty in the process, and Matt holds position. And Andy's out. In the wall and out as well. So Jacob passes Andy. Andy's gone on the mini back straight there, going into turns 4, 5 and 6. Thankfully no virtual safety car, so Slim's going different. Lennon now does get past Matt. And oh my word, and that is BP trying to get through as well. Matt's been double DRS'd here. And BP now trying a little move on Lennon down the inside. Good racing here, very clean. And Drakatos reacts to Slim. This is absolutely unreal. The medium runners, great battle here between Lennon and BP by the way, but the medium runners are pitting before the soft runners. Drakatos reacts to Slim. Right, well, where will he come out to Slim? That's the big question. Slim's got a bit of clear air. There is the Renault driver right now. Where is he going to come out to Drakatos? Who else pitted there? Crazy Power pits for Estella Sauce. I'll tell you what, I'm loving this mix of strategy. And Slim is ahead. No, he's not. Drakatos beats him, so no undercut. And that is big news for Matt 2. Matt 2 will know that the hards are taking a while to get the temperature. And the undercut is not that big round here. Jacob and Crazy Power swap positions. Crazy Power gets out ahead of Jacob, who needs a safety car. Right, okay, so when do these two pit? Frisky Biscuits in third. Oh my word. He's got a bit of a queue from behind him, but my word, on soft tyres. Jamie 1 will try a move, but Frisky has never run in the podium places. And he's going defensive. He's fighting this because him and Jamie are on the same strategy. However, the DRS for Jamie gets him through. He's run a little bit wide, but managed to stop the Granty Boy having an absolute... In fact, he's got past around the outside. His tyres will be a lot more fresher than Frisky's and gets through. So Granty Boy having an absolutely storming race for the field, just like we saw in Australia. In fact, Slim's lost time to Drakatos. Does Matt 2 pit? No, he's going on. He likes those medium tyres. He feels good in those medium tyres. I tell you what, is it Drakatos? Jamie 1 pits. Frisky pits as well. And they are pitting the same time as the medium runners. They could one stop. I tell you what, Hards will take him to the end. Oh, God, I think I'll self-implode if Frisky scores points. Long way to go, but he's in a fantastic position. Should be medium for Jamie Wan. Jamie Wan reckons he can get, well, probably actually. Yeah, probably right. Yeah, mediums could probably go to the end now. So, Jamie Wan and Frisky drop to the back of the field. However, they are done for pit stops. Jacob right behind the back of Crazy Power, who's right behind the back of Bilton Matt. They're hoping for a safety car, but Matt 2 leads and going on his way. 3.4 ahead of Oside Nova. It's the reigning champion versus the champion at the front. Granty Boy has done an absolute fantastic job getting himself back into third place and back into some sort of contention. And of course, oh, he has got a penalty. I'm missing the penalty. Nothing's flashing up on the screen, guys. So it's a bit hard to follow, but Granty Boy, Nick Mania, Lennon and Lucas do have 3 seconds of penalties. And Lucas and BP are going wheel to wheel. Lucas on the soft tyre, so Lucas will be wanting to get a move on here. However, he's on 7-lap old tyres. And Matt getting, oh no, Matt's gone straight on, trying to pass Crazy Power. It's been a difficult race for Matt. The setup just looks like it hasn't been there. He's no front wing damage, he'll go on. Vietnam is a cruel, cruel track. Setup has to be spot on. Right, Matt 2 is still going on. The question is Slim and Drakatos doing it? Oh no, I'll tell you what, look at that traffic for Slim and Drakatos. This is putting pay to any chance of them charging back through and could be playing into Matt 2 and Oside Nova's hands. Nick Mania stopped on lap 1. Dan Murphy's yet to stop. Hillsdrop's yet to stop and won't be for quite some time yet. And Granty Boy, actually Granty Boy's pulling away from this battle. Drakatos will want to get these moves done quickly and can't get through. It's Dan Murphy, the car in front of him. Of course, Dan Murphy finished a brilliant 4th place in Bahrain. Drakatos and Slim will be ruining this. They tried something different. I tell you what, I wonder if Drakatos was duped by Slim. Slim pitting early, duped Drakatos into pitting to cover the undercut. There was no undercut. He did come out ahead, and now they're stuck in a DRS trade. Look, Dan Murphy has DRS. Drakatos should get this move done down the inside, and has. Crazy Power and BP together on track. Crazy Power going. Oh, Nick Mania. Oh, Nick Mania's off. That's why. Nick Mania's in the wall. Oh, what a horrible race for the Greek driver. And he's out. He's out of the race. Oh my word, it's been a disaster. Wiped out by Jonathan Cox on lap 1 after being in a great position. And he is out. And that car pulls away into the barrier. And then there were 15 runners and riders. 4 out. We're only just over halfway through. How many more are we going to lose? Matt 2 continues to pull away from us. I don't know, but the big question is, when are they going to pit? And can they get themselves out ahead of Hillsrap and Drakatos? Slim just can't get the luck with the traffic, can he? Now behind Dan Murphy. What a shame for Nick Mania. Harry Burkhardt says the 2 leaders are holding out for softs. That's a good shout because, well, what did Frisky do on the softs? 11 laps, so yeah, possibly are. And again, that's another possible tactical mistake there by Slim and by Drakatos. Granty Boy has been caught by Hillsrap. I'll tell you what, Granty Boy's mediums have dropped off because all of a sudden it's the hard shod tyres of Hillsrap which has come into their road, and Slim's already passed Dan Murphy in the DRS way before the hairpin. So he's now through. We'll try and get up to the back behind, and Hillsrap going for Granty Boy down the inside, just couldn't make it stick. Granty Boy holds on. This all helps Matt 2 and Oside Nova. Jamie 1 passing BP, Lucas passing Lennon. Those soft tyres are working for Lucas. He's going to have to stop again, but my word, he's flying through the field, and Crazy Power is 10th. Jamie 1, BP unfortunately going backwards after a great start by BP. Finds himself going in the opposite direction and being caught by Frisky Biscuit and Jacob Bradbury. Matt 2 and Oside Nova go on. And who's pitting? It is Dan Murphy. Granty Boy goes on. My word, this will be frustrating. Drakatos and Slim, they need the clear air. BP pits. I think BP did pick up some front wing damage, which is why he was going backwards. But Granty Boy, well, he'll be happy. Granty Boy's had a great comeback through the field race. And so Granty Boy's pace is pretty much matching Nova. As Drakatos passes Hillsrap, it's like Hillsrap's let him go there actually. And Hillsrap letting his teammate Slim go. So a little bit of tactical games there. Team game. Hillsrap does not want to get in the way of his teammate. We saw it in Australia as well, of course. Hillsrap letting Slim go. And now Drakatos and Slim will be desperate to get past Granty Boy and get some clear air and start to get at Mac 2 and Oside Nova. Their race depends on a move pretty quickly, but Granty Boy looks like he's got some solid, steady pace. DRS open both of them. Slim gets a double DRS slingshot. Now Drakatos, oh my word, late move to the inside. Can he get stopped in time? Yes, he can. Granty Boy fighting around the outside. And I'll tell you what, Granty's made this stick. Brilliant racing from Granty Boy. Move isn't done yet. As you can see the replay, they're still side by side. Now Drakatos gets through. Fantastic racing between the two of them. That was brilliant. And now I think Granty Boy's pitting. Well, Slim's got round the outside. Oh, Granty Boy's tyres are gone out. They've just dropped off a cliff. That grip looked horrible then from Granty Boy, and he does pit after what was a brilliant first stint. Oh, I tell you what, Mac 2's pitted and Nova's pitted. And they're going to go out ahead. I think Mac 2's going to... No! So Drakatos leads from Slim. However, Mac 2 and Oside Nova will be on the soft tyres. Oh, this race is beautifully poised. Nova's dropped down to 7th place. It's a horrible pit lane. No, back up to 5th. This pit exit is horrible. So, Mac 2 rejoins in 3rd, and he's right behind them already. Look, there he is. He's already right behind the back of Slim and Drakatos. And Slim will be coming to Drakatos saying, hurry up, move, because Mac 2 is already there. And the battle between the front 4 resumes. And I've got a feeling Mac 2 is going to be absolutely mighty. Oh, Dan Murphy passing Frisky. Frisky is in the points by right, and with no penalties. Dan Murphy's soft tyres, he's going to pull away from Frisky. Frisky's main challenger, and Slim goes for the end of the race and leads. Slim's done it. Slim leads the race. Oh, little wiggle there, a little bit of oversteer. Drakatos trying to fight him back, and Mac 2 is already right behind. Crazy pass, lane action absolutely everywhere. So here we go. Slim leads from Drakatos, and Mac 2 is there, hounding the back of both of them. Drakatos hounding the back of Slim. This is absolutely fantastic racing. Oh, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to hold on to those hard tyres ahead of the soft shot of Mac 2. Mac 2's going to be afraid. The question is, as Hillsrap finally pits for his hard, and Hill's onto soft tyres as well. I've got a feeling Mac 2 is not going to hang around here. Drakatos wants an early move on Slim though, down the inside of turn 1, and Drakatos gets through, and Mac 2 was very close to contact with Slim, just missed him. Mac 2 has got so much extra grip on those soft tyres, he needed to get stopped in time. And Oside Nova is catching 3.3 the gap. Mac 2 will want to hurry up here because Nova's catching and catching. Again, both of DRS, Mac 2 down the inside of Slim. He should make this stick. Slim's fighting it. He's got to fight it. Slim has the inside. Mac 2's going to have to yield. Surely. Great racing. Oh, it's clean and tidy. Just how we like it. And Slim, Drakatos getting away in the meantime. Now Mac 2 will surely be all over the back of Slim. Look at the extra grip and the extra speed of the soft tyres. Slim's getting a slingshot on Drakatos. Oh my word, can Mac 2 get them both into the braking zone? He's got one, he's got Slim. He'll take that for now. Slim, valiant effort, but just couldn't hold on. Dan Murphy's absolutely flying. 7th, passes his teammate. Oh, Granty Boy passing Frisky. Oh no, Frisky. Hold on, Frisky. Hold on. Oh, what a race he's having. He's fighting Jacob. He's fighting Granty Boy. Jamie 1 getting past is the one really for Frisky. Oh, hold on. 9 laps to go. Here we go. Oh, Drakatos, did he hit the wall there? Did he hit the wall on the exit? That looked mighty, mighty close. Let's have a look at the replay. That was so close. Oh, he skimmed the wall. Skimmed the wall. As Crazy Power pits again. Sorry, yeah, it does. Crazy Power pits again. That's a front wing change. Surely for Crazy Power, that's bad news, and it is. Oh, and that could be chance. The point's gone. It puts Frisky back in the points, so up into 9th place. At the front, Matt 2, is he going for the other race here? Not here, and there's Oside Nova. He's caught. He's caught him. He's there. Matt 2 has been badly compromised, but I've got a feeling as Granty Boy up to 7th place and absolutely flying. My word, what a recovery drive from him. And then the red jump to 5th place as well. But here we go. Matt 2 should get past Drakatos here. And Oside Nova fighting for 3rd place again. And Matt 2 gets through before the corner. And Nova passes Slim. Ooh, Nova nearly outbraked himself into the back of Drakatos. Now Nova will want to pass Drakatos ASAP and get on to the back of Matt as Dan Murphy's into 5th place. Surely not another driver of the day race from Dan Murphy. He started 17th. Dan Murphy, who had a phenomenal race in Bahrain, after qualifying down in 13th, finished 4th. He qualified 17th here. He's now 5th. Yet again, Mr. Cool, calm and consistent is making his way through the field. Frisky 10th. As Nova gets Drakatos, there it is. Down the start, finishing straight. Now he's 1.7 behind. So we're going to have a big battle for the lead. We're going to have a big battle for that final podium place. Oh, this is nicely poised. I tell you what, the battles don't stop there. Dan Murphy is pulling away. Is he 8 seconds behind that front four? Can Dan Murphy on the soft tyres catch Slim and Drakatos? That's the big question now. And of course, will those soft tyres drop off and will those hard tyres come back to Drakatos and Slim? Lennon has got Granty Boy. I tell you what, Granty Boy salvaged the top 6 out of this. I think he'll be absolutely right. BP and Crazy Power as well, going at it too for nail. Jacob has recovered to 9th place. There's Frisky. Oh no, and there's Hilsrup and Lucas right behind. And they're on soft tyres. Oh, Frisky's going to have to work hard here to keep on to the points. And that is Granty Boy passing Lennon. And that's moved down before the corner. Granty Boy, can he catch Dan Murphy? Well, I tell you what, the drivers just started way down the field, have come through beauty. And Frisky passes Jacob! Oh my word! Frisky Biscuit has just passed Jacob! My word, where'd that come from? He's got 6 laps, 7 laps to defend for everything he's got for the points, for some rare points, and he is giving it absolutely everything. Can he hold on? Has Jacob got a problem? What happened to Jacob? And Hill's been passed by Lucas. Lucas, who has got penalties. Okay, this might help Frisky. Oh, that's a bit of front wing. Whose front wing is that? It's Drakatos's! Drakatos front wing! And last week's race winner has hit problems. Down at the final corner, Drakatos has got front wing damage, and so Slim! Slim and Drakatos. This is going to play to Dan Murphy's hands. Dan Murphy has sorry, I'm getting excited and leaning on the volume button again. But Dan Murphy has an absolutely incredible shot of a podium. He's 6.2 behind, and the 2 cars in front are wounded. And Lucas passing Jacob. Jacob's got front wing damage. My word, I'm not going to say anything. But Frisky's 6 laps away. 6 laps to hold on, and Lucas has a penalty. Oh my word. Battle at the front. Well, Matt 2's checking out. Matt 2 is 2.6 ahead of Oside Nova. Oside Nova is going to extend the championship lead. But, the big question, can Dan Murphy catch Slim and catch Drakatos, who both have front wing damage? 3 seconds for Granty Boy, 3 seconds for Lennon, 3 seconds for Lucas, who has passed Frisky. Oh no. Can he stay within 3 seconds? Lucas is absolutely flying, and Jamie 1. Is somebody pitting? Yes, Lennon pits. Oh, hold on a minute. That may play back into Frisky's hands. So Lennon pit. Oh, what's happened to Lennon? He hasn't, as far as I've seen, he's not hit trouble. And Lennon's chances of points have just evaporated just like that. Hills-Up passes Frisky. However, with Lennon pitting, Frisky is still in 10th place. Jacob could be the man to spoil it, but he's got front wing damage, and Lennon's still come out the pits. And I tell you what, Frisky has a huge buffer between himself and 12th place. So it's Jacob's the man that could spoil the party, and Dan Murphy's now within 5 seconds of Slim. Is there enough laps? Slim's now tucked up right behind the back of Drakatos again, because these two have both got front wing damage. Lennon picked up damage. He's fuming. And Lennon. Slim goes right behind the back of Drakatos. The front two checked out. They've got their soft tyres. Medium soft was the way to go in the end. Crazy Power's out. Oh, what a shame. First DNF and the first no point scoring of the season for the Italian driver, Crazy Power, who just looks like he has not enjoyed his Vietnam experience. And BP is out. Is that a full course caution? Is that a safety car? Where's the board? I think it's a safety car. Drakatos and Slim get a free pit stop. Dan Murphy stops. The leaders didn't stop. Is this a full course caution? There's no message come up. Is it a VSC? Come on, where's the board? I think it's a full safety car. Where's the board? Everyone's pitting. I think this is a full... It is a safety car! And Map 2 and Nova have caught the safety car. Jamie's gone on. He's in 3rd place on medium tyres. Oh my word, and the race just gets tipped upside down. Frisky pits. Oh, I tell you what, that does not benefit Frisky. That does not benefit Frisky. There's only 12 runners. There's only 13 runners left. I tell you what, Map's back in it. Oh no, that does not benefit Frisky. Benefits Jacob. Look at the penalties crawling in. Drakatos has got a penalty. Lucas has stayed out. I tell you what, Matt 2 and Osai Nova may be saved. The guys that did pit, Drakatos, Dan Murphy's jumped Slim. Oh my word, Slim will be absolutely cursing his luck. But they, on the fresh tyres, are going to have, what, 1, 2 laps, 3 laps to try and get a Matt and Osai Nova. I still think they're safe. The cork in the bottle is going to be this man here, Jamie 1. Oh my word, I tell you what I do. Oh, Frisky's got a penalty. I was about to say the other penalties to everyone else may benefit Frisky. 8 seconds. 8 seconds to Granty Boy. Well, the penalties aren't popping up on my screen. I don't know why Granty Boy... Well, that's 5 plus 3, isn't it? What's happened? Lucas is not leading. Well, Lucas leads in pits. Lucas wants the fresh set of soft, so Lucas giving up track position here. That's going to drop him to the back of the field. I hate Codemasters, man. Why am I getting those safety car messages, and why am I getting no message about penalties? Because Frisky and Granty Boy have 8 seconds, which is badly going to compromise them. I tell you what, this is going to put Bill Matt in the points. Matt could be on for his first ever ZFF1 points. Migrating the host, that's never a good sign. BP's left the session. So Matt 2 and Nova and Jamie. And I tell you what, Hills are up. It's Australia repeated. Hills are up. It's exactly the same what happened in Australia. Late safety car. Hills are up, pitted late. And yet again, he's a beneficiary. Paul, I tell you what, man, I feel sorry for Dan Murphy. He had an outright chance of a safety car. Still might have, actually. Still might have. But it's going to be tougher now. What am I doing? I'm not concentrating. That's what I want, the tyres. Jamie One's going to be a sitting duck. I can't help but feel. Hopefully, safety car in his lap, and we're going to get a big, big shootout here. Granty Boy and Lennon got a ton of them. I'd love to know what happened between Granty Boy and Lennon. And Frisky Biscuit, sorry. Why have they got so many penalties? Frisky says... Frisky says he's sure he didn't speed in the pit. Well, 5-second penalties can be appealed if the footage shows otherwise that he didn't. Safety car hopefully is in this lap. So Frisky got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. Granty Boy, I think, already had 5 seconds from previous. Well, if he's not sure... He's got Lennon right behind him, Lucas right behind him, Jacob right behind him, and Matt, who hasn't got penalties. I'll tell you what, Matt's just got to hold on to the back of these for the final few laps, and he is going to score his first points. Here we go. We're in for a shootout. Jamie One's going to be the cork in the bottle. He knows about it. We're green flag, and we are go. Matt 2's gone. He's trying to catch Nova off guard. Jamie One definitely has been caught off guard. And there is Hilseram. He'll want this move done quickly. Oh, the Drakatos hit the wall again there. Here we go, Drakatos trying to make a move, and Hills are up down the inside. The two Greek drivers side by side, and Drakatos gets through straight away. He's not messing around at all. And now right behind Jamie. In fact, he's gone for it. Oh my word! How about that from Drakatos? He was not messing around. Down the inside of Hillsrap, round the outside of Jamie One. He's done. He's through. Could Dan Murphy follow through? No, in fact, Dan Murphy's going for Hillsrap down the inside, and Dan Murphy gets through. Hillsrap going, and now Slim round the outside. The two Renaults are wheel to wheel. Slim trying to get through on the inside now. He's got the fresher tyres and through, and Hillsrap's dropping like a stone. 7th place for Hillsrap. Oh, it's all going wrong for him. And Nova's now right, now Drakatos right behind Nova. Don't forget, he's got a 3-second penalty. He's going to go for this, I think, if he gets a sniff. Dan Murphy passes Jamie One. That's for position. And as it stands, would you believe it? Dan Murphy, as it stands, will be on for a penalty. Oh, Chaos at the back. Oh no, and Frisky's going backwards. Frisky has gone backwards, and Drakatos has been passed by Nova. Dan Murphy, and Slim gets past Jamie One. My word, its gloves are off. The gloves are off. They're going for it. Action absolutely everywhere. Matt 2's checking out. He's gone, but Drakatos needs to pass Nova and get 3 seconds on him, and it runs out wide. Granty Boy passes Hillsrap, who continues to drop. Surely now Drakatos is going to make this move, and penultimate lap. Lucas is gone. Lucas is out. And down the inside goes Drakatos. So then there were 12. What is going to happen here? What is... Lucas retires in the pits. Granty Boy at the 6th place. He's now past Jamie One. What a race. But he's got 8 seconds of penalties, don't forget. What's happened to Matt? What's happened to Matt? Why is he so far back? Is Matt a lap down? Oh no, I've got a feeling Matt's a lap down, and Frisky's on the brink of the points. So Drakatos now... Drakatos has already caught Matt too! Jacob passes Lennon. Frisky's in that fight as well. Oh my word, they're all behind Jamie One in that fight actually. Oh, I don't think this is done yet. And there's Nova. And this is for position. This is Dan Murphy and Slim and Nova for position. The championship is in trouble. Slim gets past Dan Murphy. Dan Murphy's going to fight this as hard as he can. Oh, sorry, Nova's in real trouble here. Dan Murphy has to yield. Great racing again. Hey, he's not. He's going for it again. Oh, this is brilliant. This is absolutely fantastic. We're going to have a last lap showdown. Slim will be desperate to pass the championship leader. Drakatos is challenging Matt 2 at the front. Drakatos' pace is absolutely unreal right now. Did Matt 2 hit the wall? Oh, I thought Matt 2 hit the wall there. He didn't. Oh, here we go. Last lap. Granty Boy's in there for a chance at the podium. And there's the rest of them. That's your field right there. Drakatos pushing Matt 2 along, trying around the outside. Has to yield this time by. Slim will be desperate to get past Oside Nova, who's just, he's got no pace. Jacob gets past Hillsrap. Here we go, Dragons on the inside. He's not going to wait. No chance he's going to wait for this one. Down the inside, they bang wheels, and Dragatos charges through. He has got a penalty though. But look at the fight for the podium. Outside Nova hanging on, but Slim, Dan Murphy, Granty Boy are all there. Jamie Wan should hold on, but he's going to be under pressure now. Here goes Slim. On the inside of the championship leader. Nova won't have DRS, I don't think. Slim has. Slim's going to get through surely. Matt 2 goes back in the lead of the race. Slim, and Nova has got DRS. Oh no, wheel to wheel. Slim is pushed out wide. Dan Murphy may take them both. Go on, Dan. Go on, Dan. Can he get through? Round the outside of Nova. They just slightly bang wheels. Slim's trying to get them through. Slim makes a mistake. He's lost places. Matt 2 is going to win this race. In fact, with Dragatos' penalty, I think Dan Murphy is going to get a podium. Oh, what a result it's going to be. Dragatos is still fighting. Oh, they made contact. Matt 2 hits the wall. Oh, that was so nearly a retirement. But Matt 2 has come out unscathed. He wins a dramatic Vietnam Grand Prix. Nova takes second. And Dan Murphy, what a result. What a podium. Oh, and Jacob sick. What a recovery by Jacob. Because Granty Boy's penalty pushes him down. And Frisky misses out by 1.8 seconds. Oh my word. Bizarrely, that's Jacob's best finish of the season. What a finish. What a last lap. Well, let's get the drivers in. What a last lap. What a race. Dan Murphy, driver of the day, without a shadow of a doubt. What a podium. Let's get the drivers in. Oh, my word. My voice is... That was unbelievable. A 5-second penalty cost Frisky the point. Let's get the drivers in. Slim, I can see Slim's gutted. There you go. Matt 2 takes the win. Oside Nova's finished second. That's another podium that Oside Nova's picked up where he's been quite fortunate. Dan Murphy, what a result. 18th to 3rd. Driver of the day for the second race running without a doubt. Slim, 4th place. Oh, you're going to be having that one. Dragatos penalties cost him. Jacob's best race without a doubt. They're in 6th place. Jamie Ward held on for 7th place. Hills are up 8th. Got bumped down to 8th place in the final few laps. Lennon holds on, well, picks up 9th. Granty Boy with his penalties is down in 10th. Frisky Biscuit, a pit lane penalty in the very last few laps has cost him his first ever points. Matt was a lap down, so he missed out on all the action at the back there in 12th. What a race, and let's start with the race winner. Didn't score in Bahrain, back with the win here in Vietnam. And Matt, what a last lap.
It's just ridiculous. Oh my god, like, my tires were just gone compared to Dragatos. It's just, I had no grip on them, and I could tell because he was basically pushing me through the corners.
And the 2 corners to go, you hit the wall. I thought you were out.
I don't think I hit the wall.
Look, on stream, you lost the rear end, and the front wing clipped the wall.
I don't think I lost any wing. I might have hit the wall, but yeah, I still managed to come through with a win, so happy.
Absolutely. And apart from that last safety car, which must have been very annoying for you, because you had that race pretty much in control from start to finish.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I felt really comfortable with race pace. In the first part of the race, it was just about keeping Dragatos and Slim in my area, that they don't get away from me. And with my low downforce setup, that worked perfectly. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You're back in business. You're home Grand Prix next. You're right back in the championship mix. You're going to be feeling a lot better than you were this time last week.
Oh yeah, absolutely, no doubt.
Good man. Great to have you back at the front, mate. Great race, great action at the end. Congratulations on the win, and we will see you in Netherlands. Well done, buddy.
Cheers.
Let's go next to Osai Nova, who yet again was involved in absolute carnage around him, and yet again kept his head cool and calm for another podium. The podium run continues. Second place, Nova. That looked calm on the inside, but how are you really feeling?
It was all under control.
Yeah.
It was pretty chill, to be fair. Yeah, just one of them, innit? It was just really. It's one again, like it happened with Bahrain. I don't really remember because it just kind of happens in a blur.
And again, that fight at the end of the safety car, you had Dan Murphy, Slim, Drakatos, Granty Boy even getting involved there as well. You were under some immense pressure there.
Yeah, Slim tried going around the outside. I think the hairpin. I don't know if anyone else actually ended up being able to make a move on me. Maybe Dan Murphy around the outside of the corner after, but apart from that, yeah, it was definitely heart in mouth times. But yeah, it was good. Podium run keeps going. Mr. Consistent.
Absolutely, and that is what wins you titles. And going into Netherlands, you confident around there?
I've never actually raced there.
Right.
So I don't know. It looks well when I drive it looks fun. So if I get a good setup, hopefully it'll be right. It's the same with this track, so who knows?
Absolutely. Congratulations, and you keep your championship lead, but it's closing up, and to another driver of the day, my man Dan Murphy. How do you do it? 18th to 3rd, another drive through the field. Again, when chaos was all around you, you kept your head clean, kept it calm. What a drive. Talk us through your race.
Well, I can't get over that. It was great. Absolutely unbelievable. Everything went to plan. Everything was perfect for me today, apart from obviously not being quick enough for the top spot.
Yeah, well, and even then, I think 1-2 more laps, you probably would have been contending Nova and Matt, who had no tyres left. 2 more laps, you could have been up there.
Yeah, I mean, but then again, I had Slim behind me. He was on fresh tyres as well. It was all hindsight. I had a really good race, and part of it was thanks to my teammate Jamie, who played a big part in me getting the podium today as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, Jamie.
Yeah, great teamwork from Jamie, who let you go. Those last few laps, are those you were involved in that intense battle? Are they fun? Are they nerve-wracking? What are you feeling when you're that intensely fighting, especially for a podium?
It's hard to explain. It feels like you're not really paying attention. It's when you're in like an intense battle, you just literally zeroed in on that.
Yeah, I can imagine. You've just literally got foresight all the way, haven't you? Really?
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, Dan, that was another special drive and a special podium, that mate. Well done.
Thank you.
On to I think it'd be Slim. Slim next. Slim, man, what? For once you have a good qualifying, and this time it's things didn't go your way in the race, and to be honest, maybe just blew that podium at the end.
I just gutted, mate. Ugh. I smelt a podium even before the safety car. Drakatos broke his wing, and I'd obviously broke my wing. Damaged my wing as well. I'd been on it longer, so I was more used to it. I was catching him, I was smelling a podium there. Safety car came out, I pit. Otherwise, I would have been just fell down. I made my way through, and then one position. I was in that position. I went for a move on Nova. I just got forced wide. Absolutely gutted. Podium should have had a podium.
Yeah, a bit of a woulda, shoulda, coulda race for yourself. It's. Do you feel that pitting for the hard tyres early on was the right move or the wrong move?
Wrong. I didn't realise the ones that was possible from mediums to softs.
Yeah, I think you juked Drakatos into doing the same because he pitted a lap later. However, Matt 2 and Nova knew exactly what they were doing. They went on. You get in there, you've had a better start than you have in the last 2 seasons now by a long way, but Netherlands, you've got to be fighting for that podium.
Yeah, it's long overdue at this point. Bahrain, I felt had the pace, but just being round at turn 1 never manifested. Set Australia, the penalties. This one's just unfortunate race, basically. And you know what I'm trying to say. I just want it.
I know, mate. It's sort of one that got away there because you had the
Story
pace.
of my life.
You had the pace for the win. You were fighting, not Dan Murphy. You're fighting Matt 2 and Drakatos at the front. But Slim, long way still to go, mate. Keep your head up.
Yeah, that's a long way.
Let's go to Jacob, who didn't really feature a lot in this race and managed to find himself in 6th place at the end. Jacob, a bit of a bizarre race for you, this one.
Yeah, quite a weird one. So, quali was a bit weird because I thought I did an okay lap and then I was down in 10th. And then I went out on the softs and I thought, well, no one's going to improve. And I also invalidated on the softs. So, I was like, is anyone going to improve? And then, yeah, I got pipped at the end. So, from there, started 13th. When the first safety car came out, I got a penalty behind the safety car for overtaking Nick Mania, even though he was literally going like a slug. And I think Hilserapp did too. I don't know whether it's a bug in the game, but
Yeah, I've got a feeling.
It's just very.
I've got a feeling Granty
very
Boy was a victim
frustrating.
of some funny 5 seconds as well. It's
Yeah,
it's-
so.
I don't know. It's Codemasters. Unfortunately, it's the same for everybody. We've just got to deal with it. Unfortunately.
Yeah, so that was that, and then. Yeah, just. I can't even remember what happened, to be honest. I think I was coming through the field quite well, and obviously that pit stop, I had to serve the 5 seconds in the pit stop, which put me a long way back. And yeah, I had some good battles with Frisky, actually, for 10th.
You did?
And then,
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I mean, racing some drivers. I mean, at the front it's fine, but in the midfield, some drivers don't know how to leave a space. So yeah, pretty frustrated. I just cut you up. So yeah, pretty frustrated, but also no penalties and managed to get to 6th. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
yes, it's all good.
It's time to build that consistency. Again, no penalties. You scored points again. Just need that big result. It looked like the gloves were off in that midfield after that restart, the second restart. It looked pretty feisty down there.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I managed to keep my nose clean then. I think it was when I was on the hard strategy. I'm not going to name people, but, you know, someone came right across on me and didn't even leave a space, so I got sandwiched between him and the wall, which is quite frustrating because the track's quite wide in places. So, yeah, onwards and upwards, I guess.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Well done on the 6th anyway. It's points. You're moving further on up, and good luck in the Netherlands, buddy.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Let's go to Lennon, who, well, first half of the race was absolutely outstanding. The second half, it just seemed to fall apart a little bit. However, you have scored your first points for the season.
I can't even explain to you what happened, if I'm honest. I'll say the first half, after the first safety car, I felt like I should have been quicker. I should have been definitely with the top 3 for at least a few laps. I don't know what happened. I think I was just too inconsistent in the first stint. Then obviously 3 or 4 laps later, obviously my tyres have slightly worn and their tyres come into their own, don't they, on the mediums at the time. But I can't explain what happened. I pitted. I went to do the one stop soft to mediums. I might have pitted a little bit too early, but halfway through my stint, I just kept going backwards, and I just felt like the medium to soft strategy was quicker than the soft to mediums, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like the likes of Dan Murphy, Jamie at the time, Crazy Power before he retired, or that Lucas as well at one point, all them guys. I feel like that strategy was just a lot quicker than what ours would have been. So like the top 5, top 6, 7, either soft to hards obviously or soft to mediums. They were able to catch up a lot easier than we could pull away, and I just kept going backwards, and then I got damaged. About towards the end, so I pitted, and luckily the safety car come out. But I'm not that bothered with 10th, if I'm honest. I was actually going to let Frisky through, just give him his first point, because 10th place is nothing to me, really, as a reserve. I'd rather be at least like 6th, 7th, a few more points, but it'd be worth it. But I'd rather finish at 11th or 12th than get 1 point, if I'm honest. I'd rather give someone like Frisky, who worked really hard today and comes out with nothing. So, yeah.
Yeah, but it's a point, and it was the pace again was brilliant from you, especially the first stint. So a lot of positives to take away from this race.
Yeah, like I said, like the first stint was a lot better than I expected. Obviously, I know I definitely should have kept up with the front four or front three, whatever it was at the time. But yeah, pace is improving, but I just feel like I either made the wrong strategy call at the time, or I think I kind of got baited into BP pitting because I seen him pit, and I tried to cover him off. I didn't think of my own race. I was just thinking of his race because he was with a few seconds on my end. Yeah, I just concentrate on myself more, and then just think of my own race instead of trying to cover the other people off, like Slim and what Matt Tua did together. You just think if you just run your own race, normally
yeah,
you get a better race, but clearly that didn't work today.
Absolutely. Onwards and upwards, mate, and we'll probably see you in the Netherlands let's go to Frisky Biscuit. My word, the hero of qualifying, and you were in the points for 26 out of 27 laps. It was the last lap where you were disposed out the points, mate. I'm gutted for you. That pit lane penalty towards the end has really shot you from not only a point but possibly 8th or 7th.
I don't have many words at the minute. I'm proud of myself for being in the points for so long, and
it's cruel, mate. It's cruel. Like the penalties don't pop on my screen, so I didn't even know you had one till late on. But you've got to take so many positives. Your qualifying was incredible. You were fighting with the front runners, let alone midfield runners, for half that race.
I don't know how I got into Q3. If I'm honest, it just happened, and I was over the moon from that. But the not getting any points at the end, it's a case of what could have been. But there's a lot of positives to take from it.
Absolutely, mate.
I did enjoy battling with Jacob and all that.
I've got to say, you were
Felt
fighting with Jacob, you were fighting with Hillsrap, you were fighting with Dan Murphy, Jamie Wan. You had a great battle with Jamie Wan, Lucas. You kept some big names at bay and some very fast drivers, and you repassed Jacob. Like, what a move that was!
I know my limits with Jacob now. I know how far I can take it, and he's a quick driver. He's one of the top guys in this league. So to make it a clean, legal overtake that isn't me unlapping myself is always a positive.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Look, I know you've on the leaderboard it say you got no points, but you merited a top 10. You merited a top 8. Those 2 late penalties absolutely killed it, and the pit lane penalty is gutting. But on that pace, your time will come again, no doubt about it.
We can hope. Keep the
it will,
graphs
mate.
going.
It will, mate. I tell you what, Monaco's coming up, Austria, Canada.
Oh God.
Baku's coming up. There's some crazy races to come.
Well, there'll be a special helmet for Monaco, as it was my first race with the league. So hopefully I can get a good result. But we'll see.
Good man. That wraps it up, guys. What a race. We had to wait a little bit of while for round 3 to get underway, but my word, it did not disappoint again. 3 brilliant races in the bag. And in front of all the chaos and all the carnage that's happened in these 3 races, it's Osai Nova who still leads the championship and is starting to pull away. Is he on his way? Find out in round 4 in the